What's happening, Paddock? Sam's back from Real Reds. Just giving you a score prediction for tonight. I think 2-1 Man United. I think be a bit of a scrappy game, bit of a boring game. There's a couple of fringe players involved, but I'll go with Bruno to score and then Palestri to come on to score for 2 goals, and then maybe Broja Iglesias for Real Betis to score. Yeah, 2-1 United. Come on, the Reds.
Hi, Solo here from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for Real Betis versus Manchester United. I'm confident and Manchester United will get this over the line. Casemiro will be playing today, even though he's got one more yellow card and he's suspended for the next game, so is Bruno Fernandes. But I'm not worried about that at all. I just want the guys to go in and do a professional performance today, get us over the line and get us into the next round. So I am going to predict a 1-1 draw today. I think it was going to be a very difficult game for us, especially at Betis at their home ground. They've been very tough this season to beat there. So yeah, I am going to go for a 1-1 draw. And come on United, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the Paddock. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Nick here from Real Reds Talk, here to give you guys my personal score prediction for tonight's game. The tie's pretty much done and dusted due to the first leg. It's just about not becoming complacent or showing any form of incompetence for 90 minutes and you've got your spot in the quarter-final. I'm going for 1-1. I think it'll be a flat game, a surprise scorer, maybe a Harry Maguire or a Fred off the toe or some shit, who knows. And I think their scorer, yeah, again, probably a ball boy or something. As long as we go through to the next round, that's all that matters tonight. I hope you all enjoy the Paddock watch-along, and let's make Real Betis bite the dust.
I'm fully expecting United to rotate. Hopefully Facundo Palestri starts. I think Maguire will probably start. And I think Casemiro will start as well, as he got sent off against Southampton, which he'll miss 4 games, which is very, very bad indeed. But he will be eligible to play in Europe. So I fully expect him to start, and I reckon United should do enough to see off Real Betis. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go for a 1-0 Manchester United win. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. Stretford Paddock, and as always, come on United.
Hi everyone, I'm Monty Juma here from the Man United Agenda. Big up to everyone on the Stretford Paddock, hope you're doing well. And all the Man United fans, big up. Let's go through tonight. I think we can get a 1-1 draw, but I'm really worried about Betis. They're a very good team. Even though we beat them 4-1 at Old Trafford, they showed some really good quality. And I think that box midfield that they have, which Man City, Arsenal employ, it's the big thing right now, isn't it? They outnumber us in all departments, and they kept the ball really well. I think one stat, every time we gave the ball away, it took us nearly 2.5 minutes to get the ball back off them. That just shows the quality. So as long as they can't sort of cut through us, I think we'll be all right. I'm expecting maybe a 1-1 draw, which will be enough to get us through. But make sure you support the team, support the Stretford Paddock, and love Man United, because we are a great football club and we're on the up. Later.
James here in Seville, currently enjoying a wonderful Cruz Campo and a very nice bit of tortilla as well. Manchester United are playing Real Betis in a few hours' time at the Estadio Benito Villamarin, just a few minutes away from where I am. Big game this for Manchester United. Currently 4-1 up from the first leg at Old Trafford, which was a really good performance, a really solid performance. If they win again tonight, or Real Betis don't win by 3 goals, then they'll go through to the quarter-final of the Europa League, where they could play Arsenal, they could play a Belgian side, St. Gilloise, or other teams as well, like Roma, depending on how the other results go tonight. But big game is for Manchester United. Could potentially have 2 trophies this season if they go all the way in the FA Cup or the Europa League as well. So massive opportunity this. I think it should be a comfortable win for United. I think they've definitely got the players that are better than Betis. I think they've got a much stronger squad. Casemiro is suspended for the FA Cup and league matches, but he can play tonight. So that's a big bonus for United. And the other players as well United have just beat Betis in general. They've just got a much better squad, so should definitely win tonight. And like I said, it's a great city, and the fans have had a brilliant time here, and hopefully they might even come back, because United might get Seville in the next round. Wouldn't that be great? But anyway, have a good one. Cheers.
Paddock match day, not chair. And with all the insanity and palaver of what happened with Gary Lineker and match of the day, it's a relief that whole unnecessary mayhem is over. For a while I thought I'd have to apply to go on it, and then get these 2 maniacs on. And in what's a trying period for Eric's fucking play good football with no midfielders Reds, thank goodness we hold a 3-goal lead tonight in the Europa! Boom, 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 boom. Testing times for the players' stamina and the mounting injury list, but at least tonight it's not a case of no Casemiro. To be honest, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw tonight, and that's enough to go on and play the next Spanish team in the quarters. Just as well, given that since a year ago, our midfield can no longer have the choice of Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Mata, Garner, Van der Beek, Eriksen, Sabitzer, Savage, Hannibal, Casemiro for 4 games. Anyone? Just a notch there.
Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. This is it. It's the watch along. It's the big one. It's Real Betis versus Manchester United. The second leg of the last. It's the last 16, isn't it?
Yep.
Last 16 game. You have to double check that there. We're obviously 4-1 up. We've got Nathan Ellington with us. How you doing, Nate? Good to see you again.
Very good. Happy that we're obviously ahead by a few goals. So
you confident?
I'm
relaxed?
calm. I'm confident.
Calm and confident. That's what we like to see. We've also got Adam McCullough here. We can go to the wide. There he is. He's on his way. He's en route. Yeah, he's not quite in the building yet, but Adam McCullough will be joining us as well. She'll have us free. We'll also be hearing from Andy Tate a little bit later on. Thanks as well to everyone who sent in their score predictions. It was good to see all those score predictions. Some really funny ones there as well. Obviously, James Young over in Seville, enjoying himself now with his scran and that. Loads of people in the chat. McCullough always late, says G. Cuttenrow. That's, do you know what? Me and McCullough did our first video together, I think, on Full Time Devils. I think it was 10 years ago. It's almost, I think his first video might be 10 years ago this week, actually.
Wow.
And yeah, he was always, when we started off, we were always waiting. When we went to record, he always used to say to us, we're just waiting for Adam. He's just coming.
Even then.
Yeah, even then. So at least he's consistent. As you well know, the teams are out. You can see there on the screen. We'll go through it anyway. David De Gea in goal. Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez. Let me try and work out how they've done it here. I'm reading it off the United app, which is a disaster.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see there. You've got Tyrell Malacia, Lisandro Martinez, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka is your back 5.
Back 4?
Back 4, sorry. David De Gea in goal, back 5 for that. You got Fred, Casemiro in midfield with Bruno in front of them. You got Rashford, Weghorst and Palestri. Palestri's the big talking point. He gets the start. What do you make of that, Nave? You a fan?
Yeah. From when he came on the other day and ran around that defence and then put a great ball in. I think it was Weghorst that got the goal towards the end of the game,
man.
And that was some great pace needed there to run around players. So let's see what he can do from the start of the game.
I was impressed with that because that literally, like you said, he just come on. Like it was almost like his first touch, and he got Weghorst that goal that he was hungry for, bro. Like I have never seen a player in all my time watching United graft for a goal as much as Weghorst did. Yeah. He was screaming at his teammates when Anthony wasn't squaring it to him. He was non-stop running, and he celebrated that goal, right? I mean,
he won the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, if I score for United, I'm celebrating like that, right? I'm celebrating like I've won the World Cup, but it was a little bit like, right, it's still going. Yeah. And he was doing all this. There's one bit, right? He's celebrating. He's screaming like, yes. Like you could see a lot of it's relief, and I get it. Listen, I don't mind how he celebrates as long as he's scoring goals for United. I don't blame him. But then after you thought he was done, he came running over to the crowd. He's giving all this, yeah, like Klopp does in front of the Kop when they draw with West Bromwich Albion. He was doing all this, and I was like, oh, this guy he's enjoying this one. Yeah. But yeah, I felt for him because it was one of those games where he had chance after chance, and it didn't fall for him. It wasn't going in. Yeah. And also, I feel like with some of the crowd, the patience is where everything is probably a bit strong, but I feel like there's not as much grace period now as in what he had. Like a few weeks ago, people going, oh, you know what, it don't matter. But now people going, come on, man, we've got to be taking these chances. Yeah. I mean, you get away with it against Betis, and he got away with it against Leicester when we won 3-0. Yeah, all them chances. But it's a little bit of a concern because if you're coming up against a Chelsea or I'm trying to think who else we've got in the back end of the season. If we've got line coming up, even like say Fulham at the weekend. Yeah. Cup game, anything can happen. If you get 1 or 2 chances and you don't take them and then they score, people are going to look at you. But I don't want to be negative about the guy because he's a laggable player. On the bench, we've got 2 goalkeepers, rather bizarrely. We've got Jack Butland and Tommy Ian. We've got Diogo Dalot, Victor Lindelof, Raphael Varane, Luke Shaw, Scott McTominay, Marcel Sabitzer, Anthony Elanga and Jadon Sancho. Casemiro, he's going to get suspended after this, isn't he? Well, he is suspended after this, isn't he? What have you made of this man? Because this is... I'm going to get into some of the comments in a minute. But there's been a lot of talk about what's gone on for him in the Premier League well, not post, sort of during 2023. He's had a bit of a nightmare, hasn't he? Because he got suspended for the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Then he got suspended during the Palace game because he got sent off for 3 games. He came back. We lost 7-0. Then he's come back again. Oh, sorry, not come back. Then for this game, the recent game at the weekend against Southampton, another red card. What have you made at? Do you think it's just one of those spells, or do you think refs are being too harsh on him? What's your take on it?
You know what? It's a difficult one, but I don't think there's anyone out to get him. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, when you look at it, it does look. When we did look at the first red card, it did look quite bad, like his hands around his neck trying to strangle him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you see the reaction of the player, it was a Crystal Palace boy. He didn't look like he was in any problems with him. He weren't shouting at him, and then they were hugging straight after. So they should have been able to look at that and go, you know what, that's not a red in the end, because that happened in another game with Man United. Someone had their hands around the Man United player's neck. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
No red card, no nothing, because they seen it was like he had it around his neck and then was holding on to his shoulders, and it was like, no, there's no red. So why did that happen to Casemiro? And then now this last one, he's made a challenge. Okay, he's won the ball. The only thing is his studs are showing, and it touches the player. I'd give a yellow card for that because he didn't get hurt seriously.
Yeah.
So that is like threatening to be like a serious foul play, but not actually serious foul play, whereas someone's really hurt and they're out the game. So this is the bit that kills it, isn't it? You've got Casemiro there, he's out the game, and then our boys, how many of our boys have got mad challenges like the one against Eriksen from West Ham? That was a dirty challenge. I knew straight away when I saw that, he's out. I can see it.
Against Reading.
West Ham, it was West Ham. No, wait a minute.
Reading was
not West Ham. So Reading, he used to play for them. Yeah, Andy Carroll used to play for them.
Well, he was running. He lost his head, didn't he, Carroll?
Yeah.
And he was running round, just like fouling everyone, diving in. And he did the one on Eriksen, got away with it. And then he got another yellow for something else, and he got another yellow straight away after that. So he did get a red eventually. But it was dirty, and it was like one of those intentionally setting out to hurt someone. And yeah, it really annoyed me that, because I think Eriksen. Listen, we know what he's been through. I'm not saying he shouldn't be able, you've always Eriksen, but as well, there is an added element to it because of what he's been through. And you saw the fouls that were flying in and the tackles they weren't even tackles really, where he was so late. Yeah. It was just like he was blatantly trying to do something. And so not, for that initial challenge on Eriksen to not get punished was annoying. What did you make of the Garnacho one?
So this is it. These kind of challenges, they're leaving people out of the game for weeks. Why is that not called serious foul play, even though you got the ball the same way, even though Casemiro got the ball and he's touched with the studs? Yeah. How is it a touch with the studs that doesn't injure a player is a red card, but you scissor the player, you win the ball, and you injure the player at the same time, and there's no red card? Yeah. So you just got to look at the rules again, because that's not fair.
No, I understand.
Because what's the aim of the game? What's the aim of that? Yeah. It's serious, it's dangerous play where no matter if you win the ball, you're getting a red card. Yeah. So it's the same.
No, I agree. I do. And some of these sort of injuries that we're getting, they're avoidable, like you're saying, and it's like it's costing us a lot. And Erik ten Hag, he's been pretty quiet about injuries, hasn't he? Yeah. Until recently, he's not one who moans about injuries and he just gets on with it. But recently he pointed out, we've had, I think, one game where we've had the whole team available.
Man City. And
he said, other than that, we've always had players injured. Now, you do have players injured, I get that. But you look at some of the sort of the long-term ones-ish we've had. You brought in Eriksen, and then now he's out. Van der Beek's been out. I know people go, well, he doesn't play anyway, but he would have been an option.
Oh my God.
That was a dirty challenge.
His leg went backwards.
Yeah, that was a horrible challenge. So he's out for a long time. Martial, who's our main striker, has barely kicked a ball all year.
I don't know what's wrong with him, to be fair. He just... every single thing in his body just falling apart. But hopefully he's back now. Good thing is he's been training with the team for a while now.
How long does it take, Nick, when you get like an injury? Because it seems a little bit odd to me, but he's been training for 3 weeks and he's still not in the squad. Is that normal, do you think? Or?
For him, from what we've seen this season, we want him to stay in training and make sure he doesn't break down before he gets back involved, because no one wants to see him come in, play 30 minutes and be back out for another.
Everton, didn't
yeah, you're out for 4 weeks.
He got injured in the warm-up.
That's what I mean. That was his back. Yeah. But this is the thing. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know what the injuries are. So I can't even say like my opinion on what's up with him. Is he an injury-prone player? Or is something happening to one part of his body where his other part of his body is overcompensating? Then he gets an injury in another place. And then it's hard to rebalance everything again. And that's sometimes what happens. And then you're struggling.
You are, and it's a shame because it's weird because in pre-season up until the Atletico game, he's playing all the time.
That's what I mean.
And then you're like, yo, this is he looks like Tenai believes in him. He's back to his best. Something could pop off here, and then he's just been constantly injured pretty much all season. Hit that like button. There's over 1,500 people watching. Let's get some likes. Loads of people. There's a bit of a debate going on. I think Phil O'Brien, turn that down there. Bill O'Reilly, Lockstock, Glenn F. All discussing about Jadon Sancho, about whether Sancho is done.
Wow.
Which
done?
Yeah, I mean, he's had a bit of a patchy spell this season, to say the least. I know he had 3 months off, or 2 months off, where Eric Ten Hag sort of said to him, "Go away and get yourself better, whatever it is that's sort of affecting you." Some people said it might be something to do with his mental health, which you can understand. Like, if you're mentally not right, you can't just turn up and play for Manchester United. Since he's come back, we've seen some glimpses of the old Jadon Sancho. Well, are you worried about Jadon Sancho at all? Is long term for Manchester United? Is he a concern for you, or do you think he's a talented player who has had a bit of misfortune and he'll come good?
For me, he's a slight worry at the moment for me because of what he was doing at Dortmund and what he's done for United so far. I was really happy with the end of last season when he started coming into his best football.
Yeah.
And that's the best I've seen him so far at United. And then this season, early on, Liverpool game, scored a good goal. But I think he needs to get a run of games where he's playing every week. Because you can't really judge someone until you're playing. You really judge Sancho until he's playing every week. Just like Anthony's getting the chances, isn't he? He's getting chance to start every game, coming off if he's not playing well. How about Sancho starts every game, coming off if he's not playing well after 60, 70 minutes?
Yeah.
Then we can say, okay. I can't wait till we've had enough of a time now where I think he should fight for his place with Anthony. Whoever's the most on form plays on the right. So remember when we had that situation with Rashford and Martial when Mourinho took over and we started with Martial, Rashford comes on, scores. Next game, Rashford started and then he comes off and Martial comes on, scores.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's just caused a nice little situation here. Someone is chomping at the bit to come off the bench and rip it up for us.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should have that on the right side as well in Sancho versus Anthony because they're both not really firing on all cylinders.
No.
And I want one of them to push the other to then push us to be that team where we've got both sides of the pitch on fire. So I'm a little bit worried that the kind of football that he flourished in was high lines. So now he can just get in behind and he's off. Same with Anthony. Now we don't play that football here in England for Man United. Lots of teams are coming low blocking you. So now you have to play different football. And the amount of goals, if you look at his highlights in Germany, how many goals did he score where he's just free from the halfway line running through and then scores?
Yeah.
So many. There's a lot of them. So that's a different type of game now.
Yeah.
So can he handle adjusting and changing his game to play that kind of football for United where it's actually going to be effective like he was? I'm not sure he can get to them levels.
Yeah.
But as long as he even get half them levels, that's still good.
Yeah, no, like you say, his numbers were over in Germany were ridiculous, weren't they?
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's just, I think like last season, everyone sort of wrote off everyone, didn't they? When last season was a disaster for everyone. So it's like, you can't really point fingers too much. This season, we've seen pretty much everyone from last season, well, pretty much everyone, not quite, step up. Rashford, phenomenal. Luke Shaw, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Even McTominay had a decent spell early on in the
Fred.
season. Fred.
Yeah.
Dalot. Yeah, where you go. Now Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you go in everyone sort of... With Sancho, I still feel like he's a bit up and down.
Yeah.
I still feel we haven't seen that level of consistency that you need to see from him. Now, I'm not writing him off by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's a very talented young lad. I just think next season, he's got to kick on. He's got to find that consistency. He can't have another season next season like what he had this season and last season because I think it's been too inconsistent and then you're going to, sooner or later, you got to go, is he at a level where if we were to rely on him week in, week out, he could do it for us? Now, I think he will get there and I think next season he will smash it. But if he doesn't, I think there's going to be an issue.
Here's something else.
Go on.
I had in my mind because I remember football is all about who you're partnered with on the pitch and being the best you can be. I'll give my example. When I didn't have Jason Roberts there, I didn't really score as much and I wasn't the player I was. When he came, I became like a Superman.
Yeah.
And that's because of him. Because me playing with him, he knew my strengths, I knew his strengths, we worked together and it done really well. Now, what did we see with Man United pre-season? We saw Martial on fire up front, Rashford on the left on fire, and Sancho on fire. They were all on fire because you've got that dynamism in every position up front, and it causes the defenders to get pulled around. Sancho, that's where he thrives. So if you've got a Weghorst, it's not the same. So you might see like 60% of a Sancho until Martial comes back in that side.
Yeah.
I want to see them free up front again, or a new player that comes in if Martial's still not fit. You get a Osimhen in there with the pace to be able to burn people. And Sancho and Rashford, now you've got the recipe to see whether he can do. He needs to be in the right conditions to then go, listen, go and do it now. And if you can't do it now, you can never do it, because that's the best situation you're going to be in.
I agree. I think the worry for him as well, though, is if and when, say we get a Victor Osimhen, which would be, phenomenal sign. I love that guy.
That's good.
Rashford on the left is set in stone.
Yeah.
And now you've got Anthony on the right as well. So you've got a battle. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean, yeah.
You're right. I loved him pre-season. We was over there. We was over in Thailand and in Australia, and those three, they looked the business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was times when Sancho was probably the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
You're looking at him going,
exactly.
This is the Jadon Sancho we saw at Dortmund. This is the Jadon Sancho we wanted.
Yep.
And then it's just not quite, he's not been able to keep them levels up. Martial's got injured. Rashford's gone to another level. We've brought in this €100 million player who this manager has signed. So that's pressure on the manager to keep playing him. So it's like, you've got to really prove yourself to make the manager back you.
But you know what Ten Hag does? If you're playing, you're playing well, you're playing.
We did it with McTominay and Casemiro, didn't it?
And
when Casemiro came in,
yeah.
never thought, well, that's the end of McTominay.
And he
for the next 3-4 weeks, I remember the Arsenal game, everyone was going, like,
you've got to play him. You've got to play him.
But now McTominay's been on form. Just looking at some stats here on BT. Played with Casemiro, played 37, won 28. Without him, played 7, won 3. So the win rate with him is 76%, without him is 43%. That is the definition of a vital player for Manchester United. And it's such a shame that I think it's post-World Cup, he'll have missed 8 games through suspension.
That's a big loss.
It's a chunk, that, innit?
Yeah, it's massive. You don't, few and far between when you see a player like this. There's not many others out there that are even anywhere near as good as that level. It's a specialist position.
Yeah.
And the last time we had a player, I said before, Carrick was the last time we had a proper specialist in that position.
No, you're right, because it did feel a little bit with Fred and McTominay, it was like square pegs in round holes, didn't it?
Oh, mate.
They're not DMs, they were just played there, whereas Casemiro, he obviously is. Loads of people in the chat. Breaking news. I've got 2 bits of breaking news. I'll get to one in a minute. But the main breaking news, Adam McCullough is here. He joins us.
It's a weird seat today.
I know, man. Right in the middle, getting a hot seat, bro.
Happening?
Have you been on a video with Nathan?
Yeah, second time now.
Second time in a row. Second time, man. Good stuff.
Only turn up when he's here.
This is it. This is part of his new contract that Macca's got with us.
What's wrong with you? You got that as well, that lurgy?
Yeah, mate, I can't shake it,
And same with it for about a week and a half.
My missus is like, it's the vaccine. It's not the vaccine. I'm not spreading that nonsense on it. I'm like, it's not at all. It's just because I've got a house full of children that have always got colds as well. So I'm struggling to...
I've been beat up with that as well.
Oh, mate. But we're here. This is what we do. We soldier on, man. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know what you think of the game, the lineup, give us your prediction. Z3 Music Official says, let's go. I'm late to the pie, but I'm predicting 4-2 Manchester United.
Wow.
Christopher Matthews has been a member of the Academy for 30 months. Says, with the announcement of Man U doing a bit of Man Uing, doing a tour in North America this summer, will Stretford Paddock be doing any live shows in Canada, US? Adam McCullough says to answer your questions.
I cannot wait for the American tour, We're hearing it's New York, LA, San Diego, as Ron Burgundy once said.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Las Vegas. I don't want to end up in Vegas, So.
Do you know what I know?
You know why? Because it's World Series of Poker at the same time.
Bro.
So it might be a dangerous connection for me.
You know where I'll be? I'll be on the $1 roulette tables.
Yeah.
You'll be high.
Jay will play with $5 on the $1 machine for about 4 hours. It's the longest I've ever... Like there's casino games coming to like, please get out.
Bro, come on.
He maxes out the free drinks just with $5.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to be over there and hopefully we'll be doing some live shows as well. We need to speak about that, but the plan is to do some live shows around every game. So every game, hopefully we'll have one.
Yeah, man. I can sit here and say that because my lady friend has given me a pass as well. She's like, do you know what? Just get out of the house, man. You make a mess all the time. Just go away so I can have a tidy house for 10 days, whatever it is, 9 days.
Love it. It's closer to 2.5 weeks, but all right.
Sure,
if you've told her 10 days.
Sure. Don't break up a happy home. I've got to pass. That's all that matters.
I guess going to be another couple of days.
Dates wrong. I didn't realise. Cav, we've got a bit of breaking news. Go on, you can, because I pronounce everyone's name horribly.
Sheikh Jassim is expected to make a second bid for Man United within 10 days after his advisors visited the club today. All bidders will be asked to make another bid in the next 10 days. US source, there should be no doubt at all that the Jassim wants to be owner and custodian of United. The reason there's a US source there, I imagine, is because the Bank of America are involved somewhere with him. And there were pictures of his delegation at Old Trafford today, which are weird. I think Jim Ratcliffe's crew is going to be there as well.
His crew.
So it's not just one group that are getting and then they've got to go into the books and all that kind of stuff.
I think they're going to go into the books and go, what the hell is going on here? What has been going on at this club for the last taking out all this money years?
I think the Qataris will get it.
I cannot see a way when, let's have it right. The Qataris got access to all that money and we can have a discussion about it's private investment and it's this geezer on his own. I have my reservations about that. I can't see how they don't get this club. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's the richest man in Britain. These guys are like the richest people in the world. Do you know what I mean? They've got like the Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos type money. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's levels to it, innit? So you can have and also, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's buying 69%, isn't he? My man's saying, no, I won't buy 100%. I want
That's because they want to buy out, the Qataris want to buy out, obviously, there's those shares which have been sold, which come up to 31%, isn't it?
Yeah.
On the New York Stock Exchange.
So with ashtray money, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? We'll see what happens though. But yeah, I mean, at least the Glazers are going. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing we need to focus on right now. Don't forget to hit that like button. Betis team. I've not even gone through the Betis team. Do you know much about Real Betis?
I know Jad Quinn's playing. Been playing for a long time.
I love him, man. I loved him. Yeah, back in the day, I wanted him to come United, but I remember he tore up Ashley Cole.
He's a natural winger, wasn't he?
Yeah, proper winger. Good pace, great skills, and just stayed at that club for a long time.
So you've got Rui Silva, Sabali, Pazela, Edgar, Abner, G. Rodriguez, William, Aitor Rubal.
It's like watching Mike Bassett.
Juamj.
Mike Bassett's reading that the Mexico team.
Jose Perez.
You joking? What did you say?
Manuel Pellegrini's your manager. He got booed at Old Trafford, and rightly so. So that's your starting 11 for Real Betis. Macca, is this game done already?
You'd like to think so, but obviously you can. If we're losing 2-0 with 20 minutes to go, you're going to be worried, aren't you?
I'm worried.
You don't want it to go to extra time. He's played Casemiro and Bruno. Both are a booking away from missing the next game.
Yeah, that's a danger, isn't it?
Especially Casemiro.
Yeah.
Casemiro, he loves a suspension.
But Casemiro. You know what, though?
He absolutely loves it, doesn't he?
We can't play without him, though. We can't play this game without him. That's the biggest mistake.
It's true.
BT just put some stats on. Our win rate without him is 43%. Our win rate with him is 76%.
You know what makes me feel a bit all right? Sabitzer. I'd imagine for a lot of those games we didn't have Sabitzer.
Yeah, that's true.
Without Casemiro stat. But obviously Casemiro is one of a kind, and it's on a different level, isn't it?
He's not really like thinking, though, is he? That's the only problem.
He's not, though. But I feel more confident playing Sabitzer than I do McTominay or Fred.
No, I do. I think Sabitzer's look really good.
I'd keep Sabitzer.
I would.
I'd keep Sabitzer over keeping Weghorst.
I would, yeah. I would.
Do you know what I mean? And then get rid of McTominay.
Weghorst is
buy a new number one midfielder.
He's your typical stopgap, innit? Yeah. Like, as a stopgap, he's all right. But we need to be honest.
He's not even all right as a stopgap.
He's just a stopgap. That's what I want to say. He's good at holding up the ball and passing to players. Yeah. But as a striker, you've got to be more than that. He's okay.
Do you know what I mean?
He's okay at doing that.
Sometimes I feel like because he's so poor as a striker, we kind of overcompensate these other things that he's doing. He does them very well. He doesn't stop running.
Have you scored as many goals at Old Trafford as Weghorst?
I got 2. No. I've got 1 at Old Trafford. I've only played 2 games at Old Trafford. Right. 1 in the league and 1 in the cup. You played 2
and you scored 1. That's a 50% goal scoring record. No disrespect to Weghorst. I don't think his ratio is quite as good.
No, but it's some of the chances he had that day.
You know what?
It's just like, come on, fella. It's time to start bucking up your ideas, man. You know what I mean?
You know what it feels like? It feels like, you know, you play football with the kids or whatever, you go like, let him get a goal. Come on, son.
It is.
Like, you know, against Leicester.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time where it was like the whole team just said, right, we've got to get
And I love
Weghorst
seeing
the goal.
passion, from my players.
We've spoke about it.
But if you're crying when you scored, I don't know if that's a good sign, bro. I really don't know if that's a good sign.
The guy basically did a lap of honour. He got the crowd on his. He was on his knees.
He got to make a wish, didn't he?
It was like. Do you know what I love about that?
You know when Everton played that fella early in the season in the pre-season friendly, and they let him score.
Yeah,
and he scored a penalty, and then he bowed in front of the. And he started crying. That's what happened at United.
Oh my God.
I won't mind, right? It's the 4th goal in a 4-1 first leg game in the Europa League last 16 against Real Betis. Like, listen, if I scored for United, I'd be doing the same.
Yeah.
Come on. Should we have Andy Tate? Andy Tate say, come and join us, Andy. Give us your thoughts.
How long we got? 25 minutes till kick off. We got 25 minutes till kick off. I haven't really seen the full team yet, so let me read that team out. David De Gea in goal. There it is. Maguire, Martinez, Wan-Bissaka, Malacia, Fred, Casemiro, Bruno. Casemiro and Bruno on yellows. Pellistri getting a start. Is that his first ever start for the first team?
I can't think of any other time.
It is. I'm getting a nod from Alexis over there. Rashford and Weghorst. Andy, first things first. Would you have started? Did I get his name wrong? Sorry. I'm sorry.
You call Lewis Alexis, and the other guy's called Alexa.
All right. I apologise. Sorry, Lewis.
It's a crazy day.
Yeah. Andy, save me here. Start talking, man. Come on. Casemiro and Bruno. Should they have?
Yeah, vital.
Started.
Casemiro and Bruno vital to getting just getting through this first 5. You navigate the first 45 minutes like we did against Barcelona,
and then take them off.
Then you take them off. Like say you 1-0 up. Like I say, half time. Then you maybe change it a bit. And Maguire in there tonight. Varane maybe needs a rest as well.
Yeah, Varane does need a rest, and I suppose this is the best. But, you know, when I see, I've never felt so disappointed to see Manchester United captain in the team, and every time I see Maguire there, I find myself just half disengaging with what's going on. But Andy, we have to make those changes, don't we? Kind of those are the areas where we can make change because we've lost Donny van der Beek and we've lost Christian Eriksen. It's not like we can take Bruno Fernandes out of the equation because we have got other centre backs that can come in and even though he doesn't fill me with great confidence, can kind of do a job.
Yeah, just do the job. Every player will play a part this season. I mean, even Maguire come on for the last 3 minutes after they brought that beam pole on for Southampton on Sunday, and we was like, just get the point and get it up and wrapped. And on that game as well, I seen the tackle from the Southampton player last night. It's a waste of time, waste of time. Guys, they're too busy playing Sonic the Hedgehog in the control room of Super Mario to look at that. So you can't give any of them. It's a waste. Andy Mariner, you're a waste of space, mate. You are truly a waste of space.
It's the inconsistency, I think. You can take Casemiro's red if the others are reds. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Like it's like when Casemiro got sent off against Palace.
Yeah.
No, was it Palace?
Palace.
Yeah, Palace. Yeah. It was like if was it AU? If AU gets sent off as well,
that's
you don't like it, but okay, cool.
Yeah. And unless the player gets sent off for doing the Chelsea lad on Saturday, that's acceptable. It's consistency. 1 out of 4 is absolutely scandalous. Yeah. It should be 4 out of 4. That's fine. That's fair enough. You're doing your job. You know, I think your mind's not elsewhere.
You've got to be clear with the rules, to be fair. Look, if you're endangered, that's endangered Garnacho. You've scissored.
Them tackles.
Yeah, you got the ball, but you've scissored. So now you've hurt the player as well.
Now the Brentford player got hurt last night as well. So it was a diabolical tackle.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. But that's what I mean, though. Is it a red card because it's a dangerous challenge, or is it red card because your studge touched the player?
Yeah.
Like, and you didn't get hurt.
I think.
How's that?
You know what as well that made Casemiro's weird is he kind of bounced off the ball.
Yeah. I know, and that's what I mean. But so now it's not even intentional. It's bounced off the ball and then it's touched him, and the player's not even hurt at all. Yellow card would have been fine. And then you look at the one against Garnacho. You don't usually get red cards for that, but in today's game,
because he got the ball as well.
Yeah,
he kind of got. Did he get the ball?
So didn't he get the ball?
But
Casemiro got the ball.
Yeah.
Even then, is that a penalty? as well. Is that a pen?
Yeah,
It's hard because back in the day, that's never a foul at all. But today's game, if you're saying if it's going to hurt your player, then it's a card.
I think privately, Howard Webb.
But I think there's a danger if you start going...
You can't do
being results orientated, like, oh, he's injured, so therefore it must be like, that's a dangerous thing. But it was a dangerous, those kind of scissor type challenges, especially when there's one leg coming from higher than the other and you kind of
ankles underneath it, or
I think
you're
the
just
rest are
getting
going to have
chopped.
to look at it, because if you take Fabinho at Brighton on the young lad, he'll have to stay him on crutches, and Fabinho knew
he should have been sent off. That's what the worst thing is.
I think privately they'll be cringing, and there'll be talks behind the scenes, mate. You like you say, take a day off. What
I hate with the VAR is that some things are getting checked and some things, like, the game's just moving, and it's like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
There was a much cleaner look there. Like, there was a few of those penalty incidents against Southampton. Just
Rashford.
That one exactly.
Nobody even said anything. He's touched his foot and he's made him like.
He has no reason to go down.
He's gone around him. He's going to go into play.
Saying he was going, I promise, ref.
100% ref.
How can that not even be checked?
It's like Bruno's tackle as well.
How can it not be checked? Like the knee clearly hits, makes it, and it's one of them ones that his heel's been clipped together.
Yeah.
How else do you go down like that?
It's the same ref. I've gone back to this. The Jadon Sancho penalty. Same ref, same VAR ref against Newcastle. Clear as day. You can see it. He's got clear view. He doesn't give it.
What happened with that one? Remind me of Sancho one.
He didn't give it. He just carried on with
No,
it.
but
the Newcastle one.
The Newcastle one, Old Trafford,
kind of like
Sancho took the ball round him,
together.
clipped him like that. He took it round him, got clipped. Didn't give it. VAR didn't give it. And I say, even it's the same guys from last season against Middlesbrough. It's outrageous. I mean, I can laugh at it now, but if you got Tweedledum and Tweedledee, I seen a video on Twitter the other day of the ref, Anthony Taylor, asking for understand us, have some empathy for referees. And he done an interview on Talk Sport, and I watched it. How can you have empathy for him after them decisions? And you're like, ref, change your job or something.
Yeah, the refs are abysmal. We've got a quote from the manager, and we've also got a Super Chats readout. United Report have brought this quote to us via BT Sport. It says, he deserves it, Ari Facundo Pellistri is training very well, and training performances show you can deserve a place in the team. He had a great part of the Weghorst goal.
Then he ran in rings like that Benny Hill going round the things.
Ridiculous.
He squared it was
weird
great.
The ball fouled to him and you're like, have a shot. And he had a touch and then he brought it around. He
No, it's like a video game just going around the houses like that and put it in. There's a gap. Just put it. And even McTominay, he got the shot first time. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, McTominay did well with that. Cathal with the Super Chat says, happy St. Patrick Day, boys.
Top of the morning.
Hope we get the win tonight. What do you think of Evan Ferguson? Could do is it the fella at Brighton? Could be a good addition to the team. Should we go in for him? Get yourself a few pints against me. Come on, United.
Not?
Thank you very much. I think he's the guy, the Irish lad at Brighton. I haven't seen enough of him to kind of judge.
I know he's been linked. I've heard him.
And if he's at Brighton, it probably means he's a good player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have got some good players, aren't they? So
good recruitment as well.
Yeah. So you want to take players from them.
They're pushing for Champions League, aren't they?
Them and Brentford, if one of them can get European football,
to European football,
I think they could do so much with it because of how good their recruitment is.
Yeah.
Because then they take up, they leap up the ladder in terms of who they can attract and who they can buy.
Exactly.
Yeah, Europa League or Conference or even Champions League, innit?
Get hitting that like button on the video as well. We have got around 19 minutes until kickoff. Dan says, give Pellistri a chance. He has bags of quality. I think
does.
Can I just say something? Also, I would like to thank Richard Arnold for helping my dad get his season ticket for next season.
Oh yeah, send some of that on your
I messaged him Friday and I was gobsmacked. I woke up in the afternoon after work and got the reply. So they phoned me up on Tuesday. He thanked my dad for 60 years of supporting United. Fair play to you, Richard. It's getting started tomorrow, so he's all sorted for next season.
For those that don't know, Andy's dad had a season ticket at Manchester United. Because he's not tech savvy, missed one of the deadlines, which meant you kind of automatically lost the season ticket and been able to get it back now. So that
was...
And
COVID and all that as well. It didn't help at the time. So, he said, get him back. He's now he's in a shot for them for next season, Tier 2. He's buzzing.
Love it.
He's got access to a lift. He can get up the stairs, and he's right near an exit. So yeah, can't think of a better present for his birthday coming up as well. So he's 75 soon.
Yeah, that's quality stuff. I'm in Stretford end tier 2 as well, so I'll probably be seeing your dad about.
Oh yeah, you will. Yeah. You can slag me off. He can slag me off behind me back. That's what dads do, don't it? That's what dads do.
Wow, you give him plenty of reason, Andy. I'm only joking. Well done with that, and as I said, yeah, that's good to hear that the club are reaching out to fans that may have been affected or lost their season tickets in whatever situation. Also, I haven't had the chance to say it on the channel. Rest in peace to Ian Sterling as well. I know the lads have already covered it and stuff, but obviously a big part of the Manchester United fan base. Always been, hospitable and welcoming and friendly to us guys as well. So yeah, love to his family and friends, and condolences to them as well. Shout out Ian Sterling, rest in peace. 15 minutes till kick-off now. Not long to go. Andy, are we going to get a score prediction from you? Is it important we win today, or do you just want to say get out there and get through? Get out of Dodge, and I say I've got one eye on Sunday as well. I want to win an FA Cup, but I want both. So I'm worried about that game, especially without Casemiro. So score prediction for today? 2-2. 2-2, which would mean 6-3 on aggregate. You got a score prediction for us?
The boys are going to win the game. No, I don't see players coming in here going, I'm going to draw. I think they're coming out there. Rashford wants to get a goal. Palestri wants to do well for the team. Weghorst, he wants to get a goal.
Yeah.
But looking at it, I'm looking at the side. I think we can win. I think we can win 3-1.
Yeah, I want to see Rashford score,
Yeah, he will score.
26 goals for the season, is it now for
26
Marcus
goals
Rashford?
in all competitions, yeah.
That's unreal, man. So if he can get his first 30-goal season, which is very likely.
Only 4 last year, wasn't it? Something like 4 or 5.
But last year was the anomaly, do you know what I mean?
That's not the norm.
That's not the norm for Rashford.
Yeah.
That's 4 out of 5 seasons he scores 20 goals.
Everyone went
in
on him, didn't they?
I'm on that, by the way.
I didn't see that.
The Meerkat advert. Me and my daughter, so we're on the Meerkat advert.
Oh, that's amazing.
You were at the airport when you filmed it?
Yeah, the airport, yeah. It's not the airport, by the way. It's not the airport, it's Ascot Races.
Is it?
Yeah, they've done it all up to look like the airport, but it wasn't the airport.
Someone tweeted us in some pictures of that. I missed that.
So, yeah.
Why is Jay so happy? I could just see his bald head moving about behind the camera, just floating around at the back. Yeah, man. We get hitting that like button, get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing. 15 minutes till kickoff. Anyone watching the UFC this weekend? Edwards against Osimhen.
Osimhen 3. Yeah.
Come on, Leon.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not really I'm not really into it. But when the big fighters are fighting, I'll get on it and watch it. I'm a proper
casual.
Yeah.
But obviously Leon Edwards is from my area and that.
So he's an English guy, and it's in England, isn't it? It's in London.
It's in London.
I was more WWE back in the day, Stone Cold and The Rock and Triple H.
No, UFC is good, man. Especially if you're a neutral, you don't care. You just got want something to watch, stick it on. It's always good to watch. But hopefully Leon Edwards can get the win.
You think he can beat Osimhen?
Well, he beat him the last time, didn't he?
Okay, it was him.
Dug it out of the fire.
I didn't know who it was.
He beat him last time in like last round. He was obviously losing the fight.
Yeah.
Lost the first couple of, I think it was 4 rounds. In the 5th round, he knocks him out. And there's that iconic speech from his coach in the corner, and it's so Birmingham as well. Like, I just love it. It's like, just gotta pull this out of the fire, Leon. It's like,
in the terms of Rocky, but in a Brummie accent.
You know what? His nickname is Rocky, funnily enough.
Okay.
Leon Rocky Edwards. Yeah. So, come on, Leon Edwards. He's up against it. To be fair, Kamara Usman's a huge name. But anyway, we're here to talk about the football. There's Manuel Pellegrini.
I bet. Here's a question.
Is it the Europa League draw tomorrow?
I follow in the Champions League. Here's the thing. If we drew Arsenal, I was asking people around, you get these 5:45 kickoffs. Would both games be 8 o'clock?
Yeah, they would be, yeah.
It's in England.
It's in England, yeah.
Yeah, it's just England, so 5:45 is like for Spain. And
Because they're 1 hour ahead, aren't they? So for them, it's 1 hour.
I didn't want 5:45 at the Emirates or Old Trafford because it's absolute crazy.
Yeah, we could get Arsenal in the next round as well, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, there's no rule about not playing. Yeah. But if we can, look, we're going to play them at some point, aren't we? But
I love to do them in the final.
If I was them, though, I'd jack it in today. You know
what?
Just focus on the league, man. You can't win the league and be
two-legged semi.
But who's jacking it in though? Which player is going to be jacking it in?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
They want to win.
They're not there to. I just think if you're going for the league, you can't be in the Europa League. Like, those two things don't mix, Sundays and Thursdays and that. Especially with the thin squad they got.
Yeah, it's
like,
tough.
Any big
but
injuries.
They won't.
They won't, of course they won't. But and you
what
probably
you
want to
mean.
keep that winning mentality going. But I don't know, I just thought you got such a big chance. You're definitely going to be Champions League football next season.
If they don't win it this year, they'll never win it.
You know, here's the funny thing.
I don't agree with that, though. It's not. This isn't Leicester we're talking about. This is Arsenal.
But think about it, you know,
They're
Tottenham.
a big club, do you know what I mean? You can't say if they don't win it now, they're never going to win it. Of course,
They're a big club,
next year they get a few more players. They might be.
20 years,
they'll be
man.
even closer to it.
Nearly 19 years.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, City are going to improve, United are going to improve, but it's not like we're talking about Leicester here. This isn't. Do you know what I mean?
They've broke that top four mentality now because, like you say, their target was top four at the start of the season, but now they've exceeded everything.
But you know the points? I think they're above. They would still be above City right now, wouldn't they? If you look at their points right now.
I think if City beat them, it's
5.
Be the same?
City got a game in hand this weekend. It'd be 8 if City win this. If Arsenal win on Sunday.
So even if Arsenal
but City will
won
have a
last
game
year,
in hand and they play each other.
But my point is, last year's points tally with the same games played, where would they be this season if they were on the same points as Man City? What were Man City on last year this time?
Sure, you know.
I think they're behind. But in terms of points, Arsenal would still be up there.
No, they would. Yeah. I think
they'd still be top.
Yeah.
Because their record is top.
Yeah,
they've got some tough away games, haven't they? They've got Liverpool away, City away, Newcastle away, West Ham away. That's
no joke. Yeah,
Nottingham Forest away. In fact, you know.
Yeah.
Mardragon had a good question. Says, ask Nathan how many great refs he had. He's probably like 1 or 2 in a career.
Didn't really think about refs, to be fair.
No.
Great
Was there ever a ref where you went, all right, he's there today. He's not going to really cause me any issues.
To be fair, there's so many different refs. I didn't really care. I just played.
Yeah.
I really didn't care about refs. I didn't think about refs, nothing. Obviously, when you get to the Prem, you see the names of the refs that you know about.
Yeah.
But to be fair, even when they're playing, you don't really go, that's him today. I'm not concentrating on the ref. I'm just concentrating on the game. I was never in the forefront of my mind.
Even at Sunday level, man, I remembered ref faces. I used to think, I don't want him. I remember one ref went to me, what's your surname? And then he brought up my uncle and that, and I was like, yeah, you can't judge me now because you know my uncle, you know what I mean? You can't start talking about him. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Referees these days. I think VAR is a good thing if used correctly, but the referees are just useless.
Human error, mate.
Is it the rules, though? Error. Is there a problem with the rules or the problem with the refs implementing the rules?
Bits of both. Depends where you like. With the handball thing, some of them is like,
what is that now? Like
back
in the day,
was doing all this on the floor.
But back in the day, ask a question. Back in the day, what was handballs before? Like when it was normal and we all saw a penalty and that's a pen, and we all saw a non-penalty and goes, that's not a pen. Yeah. What was the rules before?
Like last night, the Real Madrid Liverpool player, it's his knee, it's his hand. It took 5 minutes to get the right decision.
But then we got done with one of them.
That's the question.
You don't police.
Was it a pen? Was it not a pen?
I think the right decision got made in the Liverpool game, Real Madrid game.
Even
but the
Klopp
wrong
was
decision got
laughing.
made for us.
In the PSG game?
No, you remember Martinez?
Against the Real Sociedad. This season.
That went against us. That was never a pen.
Yeah,
that was never a pen.
Yeah.
But do you think that the PSG...
It's like the other night.
Rashford one was a pen?
The Leipzig guy.
Yeah. That was a stonewall penalty.
I was
shocked to see that given. I remember being shocked to see it given.
Never
it was unbelievable. The ball was going over by miles and it's touched his hand and we're like, what? It's a pen?
Where the ball's going?
Yeah.
If he's handballed it.
Well,
if
I know
the ball's going miles over, that's even more reason for you not to handball it. Do you know what I mean? That means you have to put your arm up.
Yeah. If it's like that, then yeah. But, it just looked like it was never a pen. Like the way I seen it, Dalot shaped up and he banged it high and all of a sudden it got blocked and was like, they're looking for a pen. Where was the pen?
What? Pen? Who got fouled? Yeah.
Someone get dragged down when we didn't see it. And all of a sudden it's a pen. And like, what? Okay, great.
But that was such a... Oh, man, that was so
We'll
good.
take it.
I'll tell you
It was
what
such a shame that didn't result in anything, really.
I'll tell you what was
battered
mad.
next round.
Was it Napoli last night? They were fighting amongst themselves and the Eintracht fans were banned from the stadium, weren't they? Nobody was allowed to travel. They just trashed Naples.
Oh, my God.
Napoli
so
fans...
travel.
They weren't allowed, they were banned.
But they were there.
No, there was no Eintracht fans. Napoli just went
Oh,
rampage.
okay.
Napoli fans just trashed load of cars and restaurants.
Fans actually got
just
there.
burnt them out. It's like, bloody hell. I mean, England are going there next week as well. So it's like, just watch your backsides and your backs, mate. and your little Lambrettas. Jesus.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. Napoli looking good though for the Champions League, isn't it?
Hey,
Osimhen.
Osimhen
Osimhen or Kane?
You know what? Kane's sick, but he's getting older. Yeah. So if you want a team to play for the next few years, you're going to take Osimhen because he's got the pace, he's got the youth. So you spend that kind of money, you want him there for 5, 6, 7 years. You don't want someone there for 2, 3 years and then have to spend another 100 million. And then Osimhen's gone. And then you're looking for someone else.
There's a thing, but you don't want another Alexis Sanchez on your hands.
So who are you calling Alexi though? Which one? Osimhen or Kane?
No, but I'm just saying when Alexis Sanchez come, we thought he was gonna be like that. There's no guarantee. With Kane, you get goals. Osimhen,
Kane.
Osimhen. No,
you don't think Kane's guarantee goals?
Kane is the perfect fit for Man United right now.
No, sorry. Osimhen will come into this division, he would have to click straight away. That's the danger. You can't guarantee goals with him. With Kane, you've got goals.
You know what? I was saying the same thing about this. I was thinking about it. I don't know if it's obviously true, but Lukaku, he killed it in Italy. Yeah, and so is Osimhen. What if he came back same way? He killed it. He went to Chelsea, didn't really do much, did he? Imagine Osimhen's killing it, comes to Man United and doesn't do much. That was the question I was asking. But at the same time, you look at Kane and go, he fits perfectly like a glove right now. But again, then you've got the other side where Osimhen's young.
Is Harry Kane burnt by previous failures?
Nah, I think he still will kill it, man.
He wants
He's
to
a
win
goal-scoring machine. That's all we know.
You can't be an Alan Shearer one season fucking wonder and win one Premier League title. Shearer would have regretted not joining.
No, but
he doesn't regret joining.
He's
United.
Not Shearer though. That's the thing.
I'm
like he's Harry Kane. Do you know what I mean? So what we're asking
is on a trophy level.
Is he burnt by failure? Like,
nah.
Do you think?
Do you think he's failure in what? Failure to win
at Spurs? Like, do you think we're kind of buying someone that's? I'm just asking the question, by the way, to kind of like develop this debate between Osimhen and Kane. People got Osimhen. Yeah, he's done great in Serie A, but can he cut in the Premier League? So by the same token, Harry Kane's done great in the Premier League, but is he burnt by previous failure? Is he too Spursy?
I don't think so. I think he can go straight into United and continue doing what he's been doing for all his career. He will bag goals. I've seen him. We know he's finishing. We see it in training, in every game. He's a 30-goal-a-season man. And he's now actually proven in the last few years that he doesn't even get injured during the last few seasons either. So he's killing it. And his link-up play is unbelievable.
If he sees Rashford and a few of the other England lads with three medals at the end of the season from the United squad, he's going to be... I'm going to have to rethink this. And if the new owners come in as well...
Is he leaving Spurs for an FA Cup and a Europa?
Well, it's a start.
Like he's leaving more time for.
It's a start.
What I'm saying there is he's looking to leave for the Champions League and the Premier League, isn't he?
Yeah,
and Man United can do that with him there, though. If that's one more step, very close to being able to challenge for the league, and being in the Champions League, of course, if we get in the top 4, which we should do. I think Harry Kane is a great addition, but like I said, it's that I don't know whether Osimhen is actually able to do it in this league. But I would actually go for it because he's playing in the Champions League, killing Champions League teams right now. He's got pay, and you see the kind of goals he scores and the way he controls one ball that came over the top. He just chested it, banged it. I'm like,
and his
that's sick. And his heading is really ridiculous. Well. And he's got pace. So what's the reasons to think he probably can't do it? I don't think there's many.
If you break your first trophy drought, even if it's a cup, then you're on your way. Because look, Rashford's got these 3 now coming in, so you wait and see where that.
For sure. No, I just think there's a debate there to be had because I do think I like both.
I do.
Now I think Harry Kane is a very, very good striker. He's been one of the best at in points of his career. He's been the best in the world at certain points, and he's consistently been one of the best in the world. I don't think you take that away from him.
In number 9,
but there is a little thing about him which makes me go, is it him? You know, is it him? Are you part of the reason why Spurs haven't won a trophy? And should we be looking for the next big thing rather than the previous big thing that's going to have maybe a year or 2? And then I'm torn, and then I go, actually, you bring Harry Kane in, you win the league next season, and who cares? You know what I mean? Because he's got that familiarity with the Premier League. He can drop deep, Rashford pushing forward. But I also think Osimhen and Rashford together could be be amazing as well. So I don't know. Who would you take, Rashford or Osimhen?
Kane or Osimhen.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because I was talking about this with Dane. We were linked with Kane. It looked like there was talks ongoing, or talks have started. Sorry, and I was like, listen, if we get Harry Kane, I think we can win the league.
Yeah.
Not just Harry Kane. You probably need another midfielder, but I think he can win a league at Manchester United. I think he's got at least 2 seasons in him.
Solve that.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Nath, as well about his injury record, because I had it in my head. He gets injured, and I looked into it, and he's missed 5 games in 2.5 years. That's unreal. I think the best option out of the 2 would be Victor Osimhen because of the longevity. Yeah. He's 23?
Yeah, young.
Smashing it. You probably get 10 years out of him. You only get 2 out of Harry Kane. Yeah. But listen, I wouldn't be complaining if Harry Kane comes to United, because like I said, I think it could be a Van Persie type signing where that pushes you over the line. Because I think that United aren't a million miles away from a title win. I think Harry Kane and maybe one more midfielder and a defender. So it's not like we're there, but I think we could do it. So yeah, I'd be happy. We've got to get in a proper number 9, man. Yeah, I know you love Martial, and I'm with you, but
I do as well.
We can't rely on
No, we need a number 9. We may need 2.
Yeah, and Weghorst
because we can't be keeping Weghorst.
No, we can't. You've got to be serious about it. We all like Weghorst for various reasons, whatever. But would he get in?
No,
he wouldn't even get. I mean,
no, he doesn't.
I don't even think he gets in most Premier League teams.
He doesn't. He
can't win titles with players like that.
He's a stopgap. We didn't have any strikers, and we thought, okay, who can play in there? And maybe be the type of mould
that's got to end. This Cavani, Ronaldo, Igalo,
Weghorst. Cavani would be for this team.
I know, but his last season he was done.
He was on fire.
Why did we mess up Cavani's head by bringing Ronaldo, man?
That's what was a problem, isn't it? It was
Imagine
such
Cavani
a nostalgic
here now.
thing. Oh my!
People talk about Weghorst like he's Cavani's work rate and pressing
Cavani's
and
levels,
tackling.
yeah.
Cavani
different
was
levels. Come on, Cavani was like an elite
level.
striker.
Ridiculous.
We just got him probably a little bit too late. And that second season,
and his head went.
Yeah, it was all went wrong. Hit that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Have you read this Cathal Mikhail super chat?
Yeah, we've got a few more after it.
All right, sound. I'll go through them all. Blonded World. This is my favourite LGBT United channel. Thank you. Zachary Purvis says, get Kane, Mason comes back as long-term striker. I don't know if that's where that's going to happen, bro. Bokar says, winners of the UEL, get UCL. Shouldn't top 4 be last priority?
Nah.
Don't want to do with Jose.
You don't want to do with Jose.
Jose went all in on the Europa, but he kind of had to because our league form had deserted us.
Ten Hag can do both.
Yeah, Ten Hag, I think we can win.
He switches up enough players to make it happen, so why not?
Yeah.
Look, he's changed up a couple players here. Well, yeah, he's changed up a couple. Malassia's in, Maguire's in, Wan-Bissaka's in. He's giving a few people a rest. And I'm quite sure you'll see Casemiro and Bruno come off half-time because you don't want them on yellow card just to get a yellow card in this kind of game. But you do need to make sure we don't concede early to then be in trouble of losing this.
It's so annoying.
They are capable.
It's so annoying how reliant we are on Casemiro, and how we always end up in these situations where he's on a yellow, or he's like,
I know, it's a nightmare.
Suspension or whatever, man. It's like
we need to have someone who can come in for him and actually
would you
do
say
a job.
The kid from Fulham?
Oh yeah, Paulinho.
Yeah, I know that. On you go, what you talking about, Jay? But he's having a reach season.
Yeah, he looks.
They're like
how much they gonna want though?
He's 27.
He looks alright.
He's done a job.
We're underway, by the way.
We've kicked off. You've got to sync with us. We'll put the timer on. Because who you getting to come in who's going to be like?
Nobody.
You know what I mean?
I can't think of anyone at the minute. Oh, Palestri in with pace.
Little
Put him in
Gary's in.
straight.
They all put him in
Gary's
straight.
in. Oh,
that
Jesus.
was a terrible ball.
Yeah, it wasn't
Come on, Gary.
a good angle to be able to get.
Legs.
Oh, wait.
It's a bit of a difficult one in the end. It kind of got a bit too far towards the line there.
Suddenly, Fred can't be injured. Casemiro is like
Do you like Fred?
missing 4 games.
Hey, well done.
You've never been the biggest fan of the McFred axis, have you?
No, I don't. I think we shouldn't lump McTominay and Fred in together.
Okay, is Fred left him behind now?
Yeah.
Can we
I mean,
can
he
we
left
establish
him
that?
behind a long time
Can we
ago.
say that as a fact?
Yeah.
Fred's
You know what
like,
though? What's weird is
He's moved
McTominay
away from that McFred
McTominay
nonsense.
has had a couple appearances where you think, you know what, you do well for us when Casemiro's out, and then he's got them games where you're like, man, that's why he shouldn't be here.
Do you know what it is though as well, Nath? It's even the way you said that. You went had a couple of appearances where you go, you know what? He'd do all right for us. Like he's some kid who's just broke in the team. Like he's not been here for 7 years. Do you know what I mean? No, it's like you know what? Maybe if we had a few injuries, he could do a job in the Europa.
Oh God, Dave, man, why do you do
Hey,
this?
let's just kick the ball. He shouldn't be passing the ball anymore. You know, I think it's.
But did you see that pass to
He did it
Martinez
the other day
in the Betis game?
Oh, he did the other day. He was in trouble.
Martinez was right in front of him.
Martinez got out of
And he
jail there
went-
because he made it work.
He went, no, I'm not on about that.
Oh, the one where he
But
had to
where
use
he
quick
actually
feet. Sorry,
gave
I
it away.
think that was Southampton. Sorry.
That was another mad one.
Yeah.
Where he just slapped it at him, and there was about 3 people around him. He was like, "All right, deal with this, you clown."
I know. And he did as well. He made it look so easy.
He got right out of it.
It was like, that was a horrendous pass to give him. Mate, no. Where's he stand on De Gea, right? He's a legend. We all know he's a legend. He's you know, been one of the best players we've had over the years. Do you think he can play long-term under Erik ten Hag? Not even long-term, next season.
I think his passing is letting him down a lot.
Yeah.
And like it did improve a bit, and he did go through a spell of games where, he's not making any mistakes, but it's like when the mistakes happen, it's not like he's under pressure.
Yeah.
It's just mistakes, and you're like, what are you doing? That's mistakes that you do when you're just not at the level that you need to be. So that's where it's, like the other players, they make mistakes where they're under pressure, like Courtois and Alisson in the same game, the first leg.
That was funny, wasn't it? When Courtois did it and then Alisson did it.
But that doesn't normally happen, does it? So you're like, okay, no problem. Or if you get caught every now and again,
Like
playing
Edison sometimes
proper
will get
football.
well, he had a stinker the other night, but
he
can do it
plays
sometimes.
proper
but
ball, doesn't he?
Yeah,
all the time.
But by and large,
How did they get away with that, by the way?
And you know who else was good back in the day for United? Barthez. He used to be good with
it. And when he played up front in
he
was in Thailand.
Mate, he knocked years off me and Barthez. Like he was alive.
Scary, wasn't
he? He was scary. I used to have a full head of hair before he joined United. Honestly. Tina Telefson Totoka in the super chat says, sell Martial, McTominay, Lindelof, Delo, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Maguire.
What?
And we need a goalkeeper, Raya from Brighton maybe, and Weghorst can't be long-term number 9. Also...
Cassa's been doing that a few times recently.
Akshay Dwarka says, Adam, thoughts on McAllister?
Alexis McAllister.
I presume he means the
Argentinian,
the kid from the Brighton Argentina.
I've never looked at him and thought we should sign him. He's a good player and that, but I've never gone, I'd love to see Alexis McAllister at United.
You can't count the World Cup.
Because whenever I watch Brighton, I get distracted by Daniel Welbeck.
You're not alone, bro. Someone said on the news the other day, would you have Welbeck on a free? Like, that'd be my priority signing that. Never mind your Victor Osimhen, your Harry Kane's. Bring back Welbeck. Welbeck, there you go, it writes itself.
Welbeck.
Honestly, I remember when we beat City. And then I did a video from the kitchen, I was buzzing, and as we were doing it, I think you messaged me or saw your tweet, Welbeck just scored the 3rd goal against Liverpool. And it was my birthday. It was like the best day ever. I was like, I couldn't get my words out. Like, oh my God, it's all happening.
I got a head injury now. Bruno.
Elbow, shoulder in the face.
It might even probably not be that bad. We know what Bruno's like.
He does lack a little bit of the...
he's got a shoulder in the face.
He's carried on there, to be fair to him. Mate, at the game on Sunday, the lads I were giving Garnacho grief when he went down.
Yeah,
like get up, what's the matter with you? Hey up,
a bit too.
Should have went to Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno would have been a better choice.
Palestri making good runs though.
Good little work from Weghorst though. Let's give him a little shout out.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
Good pass to Vashi. Got out of a bit of trouble.
He has got a decent pass on him. He can bring in others.
Yeah, but that's not your striker.
No,
every player should be able to do that. Every striker should be able to do that. That is his game. A person who can hold up the ball and play with your strikers, your midfielders and stuff. Yeah, that's a given. You're supposed to be able to do that. Why are we playing dangerous football for?
Go on, Maguire. Go on a run, son. Show me your pace.
Just give the ball quick and get back. Get back in your position now.
How's your touch, Gary?
Oh, Gary.
Man on.
Mate.
We do need more players. I don't know who else we need that can...
Someone's asking, I think it's Tina Telefson Totoka again, saying, should we go for Ward Prowse from Southampton?
No.
It's a no from me. I'm not going to lie.
Look, you know what? That game... after the game, I realised when people were talking about it, because before the game I was like, of course, his set plays are great, but that's really it. In game, I don't really see anything.
And
about
also,
him.
like, his set pieces are great and his record's very good, but he's not like,
It's not
if you
Beckham.
get him, you're going to get a goal every other game.
And David
from free
Bentley
kicks.
used to have good set pieces. No one wanted us to sign him.
Bentley.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Was it Darren Bentley? David Bentley?
David Bentley scored
Bentley.
that trick against us, didn't he? Do you remember? You don't remember?
4-3 it was.
For Blackburn?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it 3-2 or 4-3?
I can't. I think it's 4-3. I think you're right. Yeah, but it was one of them. Like, it was like, was it Dennis Bailey, whoever who scored that trick? It's like, I think he scored 4 goals that season, and 3 were against us.
Look, he's a good player in terms of them things there, but in terms of his overall game, we need more. We need
He's
more.
29 as well. He's not a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not going to buy a player like that. If he was 20 and he's doing what he's doing,
how are you
maybe.
at Southampton still? Like, they sell everyone, and he's never been sold.
Yeah, you're right.
He's probably.
Come on!
You got to connect with that.
That's
Did Maguire
his
get the
game.
first header?
I think it's
Casemiro.
Casemiro loves an header, doesn't he?
Casemiro gets on everything. He's a magnet from corners. I would have thought he can score loads of headers.
Weghorst reminds me of a journeyman boxer.
He does look a little bit like, doesn't he? He's one of them with like a record of 85 fights, 3 wins and 82 losses. Do you know what I mean?
Football record.
That's his shot ratio. Like, I know what you mean. He's like the guy you bring in for that up and coming fighter when you want an easy ride. Oh, Jesus.
That was a bit
God,
mad.
that was an horrible.
Look at that!
Go on, Maguire.
That's why I
Go on,
don't.
Maguire. Oh, he's put it the wrong side of the post there, the kid.
That's why I was worried about him playing, because he can't recover there. Can't get there.
I don't, you know what?
Can't get there, mate.
Right, yeah.
That's
Malacia had
a
a bit
clean
of a
open
mad
chance.
30 seconds, but then Maguire.
But it's not Maguire's fault there, but it's the fact that he can't recover to get there. That's the problem. Varane would have got there.
This is the thing as well, like, it's on him now, Maguire, where everyone would have been like, if that goes in, Maguire.
I don't think that was his fault.
I know,
It wasn't
I
his
know,
fault at all.
but, like,
It was
people-
Malacia's fault,
The
yeah.
point is, like, I see, you see it all the time now where everyone's on him at United, like fans and that, and it's like...
Like, if that goal goes in, it's him running after the striker.
Yeah, I know you're right, and it's not his fault. What's he meant to do?
But let me ask you a question. If
Or the
that's
referee
Varane-
just blocked their pair from getting the ball.
If that's Varane, what happens? Does he get there or not?
I don't know.
Does it look like he can get there?
The guy had a bit of a head start, didn't he? Maybe.
Real Betis fans are waving a Stone Island badge in the back, so I hope we batter them.
They're going mad now because the referee helps us with that move. Mate. Yeah, did you watch that City game the other day? Edison.
Yeah.
Mate, did you see it?
No,
Mate.
no.
Edison
Clattered the
came
geezer
flying
out
out, clattered the geezer, and then Timo Werner got booked for complaining about it.
But not even, it was literally like, ref!
Hello?
He was like-
he
he
didn't even
didn't
go mad,
even,
did he?
like, he didn't even
He's
think
like,
about
what
what
are
he
you
was
doing?
saying.
Like, he just went straight, yellow for you
so-
straight away.
So the strikers knocked it past him, and Edison's clattered him outside the box.
Completely Edison.
So he not got a yellow?
Timo Werner got booked.
It was one of them, like, if you watch it, like, on a replay, like,
Wow.
it might have touched his knee, the ball.
Yeah.
But he just clattered the geezer. Like, he
I
was
have to watch
reckless.
that. I have to have a look.
And the way Werner got booked
I was
as well.
I was shocked, and then I was like, I wasn't shocked. But
Yeah, I mean...
You know we need a goal there, don't you?
Go on.
We better get a goal now.
has Bruno cleared that?
Look clean. That we could have
look
got
like
a chance
a
on
goal,
that. We need a goal in this game. They're looking dangerous, you know. They're looking
That's
like
that
they
ball
can cut
again.
through us. Look at
that's
it's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
Played Aaron. Oh my God, Aaron.
Oh my days. Let's
Okay,
keep this
Bruno.
ball back, boys. Come on.
Played Aaron.
That's
Oh
the most
my
Aaron
God,
Wan-Bissaka's 10 seconds ever.
Come on. Let's get.
Go on, Rash.
No, it's not enough there. These Spanish teams are no joke sometimes. And they're looking dangerous right now. Like they can get 3 goals at will. That's why I would not have started with Maguire.
Oh my Freddie.
Who's this dude?
It's
Hey.
twisted up.
I know.
Sat Fred down.
We're under pressure. We're under too much pressure.
Was that a save or was it just
Oh
go wide?
my
He's
days.
out for a
Quinn.
save.
Oh my days, boys. We are cruising
This
for a
is
goal against.
Literally the last thing we wanted to happen. Come on, get a grip, United. Crowd up.
They
for it as
smell
well.
blood, yeah, and it's 4-1. They're
I
smelling
thought
blood.
like they played well in the first half the other day.
What? It hit
No,
the
that
post.
wasn't
That's hit the
save.
post.
That's hit the post.
Is that working? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That should have been
Even
a.
at
If they
41.
score from this corner, that's wrong.
How old
You know what I
Joaquin?
don't
He's
get here?
41,
Surely
right?
VAR goes, lads. That's a goal kick.
I know. What do they get involved in?
Joaquin is my age, playing now.
See, just
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. Then you can get your boots back on. Do you know what I mean?
I need to
You got
15,
Weghorst
20
playing and
kg.
Jack. There's 2 reasons why you
Your
can still
record
play.
stands up for scrutiny against this, bro.
Oh my days.
There's hope for everyone.
There's so much hope on that pitch for you. I mean, there's
Like,
some hope for me when I watch some of it.
The last 90 minutes I'd play, I'd be better than him.
Referees being an absolute United fan today.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Please, we need
blocking
this.
their passes, giving us free kicks we shouldn't have. Do you know what I mean? Good lad.
I'm on Molessi, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't want any drama today, man, with this. Do you know what I mean?
It's not too bad, that. Was it? Was that foul?
I don't know. It was a bit 50-50, wasn't it?
Oh.
I do not want to see them through one-on-one again in this game. What?
That wasn't a save.
No, it's a free. It's a.
It didn't even look like a save. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, it was nowhere near
Yeah.
getting to it there.
De Gea's probably happy for the corner because it looks like he's saved, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, he's been under the cosh and he takes
he's
some of
like,
the credit.
Yeah, yeah. I see
Oh,
that.
Fred, you're just chasing a shadow there.
Oh no!
Slabhead.
Come on.
Go on, Fred.
Yes, come on. Oh.
Bit erratic, to say the least, from Manchester United
We
so
are.
far.
Is there a day Fred isn't
All over
erratic?
the place.
Yeah, that's
we
a
are
good
all
point.
over the place. Do not get. Oh my goodness!
Every
me.
morning, Fred, when he's making his cereal, he's that guy that drops the milk bottle and he just watches it leak out over the counter. And his missus looks at him and he looks back at her with that stupid look on his face. Yeah, I did it again.
Chunk from Goonies. Hold this.
I did it again. And you can still hear it. Goop,
I don't got it.
Goop, goop, goop. Just big dollops of milk just landed on the floor. Fred just looks bemused.
Get back. Oh my days, boys, man.
Oh, lads.
Mate, mine is just black. Well, it's clear.
You know what?
That's
when-
Maguire's face.
See what Joe was saying earlier?
What's
He
it?
just wants a game where we're just asleep. And look at this.
This
We're pulling
this
our hair
it.
out.
This is it, man. And if they get an early goal, then we're in all sorts of trouble.
Oh my gosh, man.
Do you know what I mean?
They're going to score. You
all
don't
sorts
get
of
this
trouble.
amount
I know
of
we'll
pressure.
still be.
You don't go under this amount of pressure without conceding a goal. You know that, don't you? This just doesn't happen.
I think you're right.
We got to fix up and get a goal out of the blue so we can like calm the nerves. Then we'll be all right because then they'll need too many goals to score. We need a goal. We need the first goal.
Do you know what? Is this Europa League doesn't bring the nerves for me, man.
What do you mean? Oh,
You're
you've
not
got a bit of
bothered.
an up and down relationship with Europa League, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because at one point you liked it. Well, in Stockholm you liked it.
No, I like it in the semi-finals.
And
that.
then in the semi-finals.
You're
we
right
just-
though. Right towards the end, it's good, isn't it? You got the big teams.
Up
Yeah.
until then, it's like, oh.
You
playing
like the
at
Barcelona.
5:30 on a Thursday. That's disrespectful, isn't it?
Disrespectful.
I'm sure
People
you
still
enjoy
coming
the
out of
Barca.
work. That's how disrespectful they are. To
Would
the
you
Europa League.
rather?
People are leaving work.
Would you
And the
rather?
games kick off.
Yeah. Would you rather win the Europa League or lose the Champions League final?
Lose the Champions League final.
What?
Yeah. You'd rather
You know
lose
why?
the Champions
Because
League final.
imagine
And have that
You know the feeling of winning
beautiful trophy.
the quarter-final and semi-final of the Champions League.
Yeah, it is
probably
elite.
eclipses.
It is.
Although winning the trophy means something.
Like sometimes, do you remember when we got to the final in 2011?
Is it
we
next
didn't play
season?
anyone on the way.
Or like,
Do you remember? It was like, was it Wolfsburg we played? I always get Schalke and Wolfsburg mixed up. When Anderson and Darren Gibson were scoring goals for fun against
yeah,
me.
semi-final against Schalke.
Yeah, that was it, Schalke.
Neuer was in goal.
Yeah, and we like won 7-2 on aggregate or something daft.
Mate.
David, you could have caught that. Scared to get hurt. Goalkeepers normally
what are you
should
saying,
want to
mate?
dish out some pain in it.
Hello. Would you rather have a trophy? Would you rather win the Europa or?
I'm winning the trophy, mate.
Yeah.
I'm winning any trophy I'm going for. I'm winning. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Okay.
I'm
Good
happy.
question though, that is.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Because it's weird. You
I
get
don't
to the
want
final
to-
of the
I don't-
Champions League. It's like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Like,
I'm
you're
a player perspective, so I'm like, if I'm going to win a trophy, I'm winning
Yeah.
the trophy. Because when you start the season, even when you're Tottenham or you're a Leicester, whatever, you're trying to win the league.
Yeah.
You're not going the season going, not Leicester. Okay, let's go with Tottenham. You want to win the league.
Yeah.
But then also you want to win the FA Cup and the League Cup. And you want to win one of them, and you'll try to win all of them.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is as a player.
It
no
is
matter what, you never get there. But
It is mad what goes
Not
on
often.
at Spurs. Like the amount of games they've actually won, like over the last 10, 15 years, whatever. And like the fact they've won one trophy during that time.
ridiculous, isn't
It
it?
is like
Like even Leicester won an FA Cup
And they look sick though, didn't they? That, under
Brendan
thingy,
at that time.
Pochettino, they look unbelievable.
Oh, sorry,
yeah, that's
They
what I
look
mean.
Unbelievable.
But there's just that thing of like,
I just
you
don't
know,
think there was ever that pressure there for them to win.
Yeah, I think they deserve to win the. If they didn't
that's
bring
just
Kane back
terrible
in,
all
yeah.
round that.
It didn't bring Kane back in for the final. I think they would have won. Was it the
He
final?
wasn't fit, was he?
Was it the final?
Champions League final.
Yeah, I think they would have won it. No, he came back in and they
remember
just
Moura-
killed them.
Moura done
don't
his
get me
hat-trick in
started.
there.
Son was up
He didn't even
front.
get off the bench.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I knew they were going to lose that when the fans, after they beat Ajax, were like, I don't care what happens in the final, we've got to the final now.
Yeah, that's mad.
And I thought that mentality's got to be in that club, and the Scouts is going to end up doing
Rashford on
it.
or off there?
He's offside, isn't he?
Looked it.
Round the corner.
Ooh.
Get studs on, lad.
Oh dear.
I keep saying it. If you can take a stud, you wear a stud. If it can't take a stud, you wear molds. That's it. That's the rules.
Been a lot of slipping, hasn't
They
there?
all slip every week. Every single week. It takes away 10% of your game without having studs on. And I hate studs, but you need it.
They all get scared of getting them caught in the grass, innit? That's what it is.
But when it's able to get in the grass, you're actually able to sprint and turn
Bang.
quick. Nah, he ain't got it. Has he? Nah, he ain't got it.
Only that time. Remember when he was in the press on that against Newcastle? And he was like, today Wan-Bissaka scores.
Mate, that was sick.
Because he's in the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Do you care about the England squad?
No.
Nah.
You see it and go, not bothered?
Not bothered at all.
I know even Tony got picked, which I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I'd like United to sign Ivan Topney.
Yeah. Have him as a little backup, would you?
He'd be a
Get
good
a
start. He'd be a good squad
Osimhen
player,
or a
to be
Kane,
fair.
or do you think he's...
You know...
I'd be a good squad player, like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd start him, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, start him right now, of course. Of
I
course.
think if we go in the summer, though...
Look, I don't think Kane
happens.
happens.
You don't?
Because I think Spurs want to ask too much money and United go early doors. All right, forget it. And then he's going to stay at Spurs now because no one else wants him. And then Osimhen, Napoli are going to want what? 150.
So much. Well, they paid a lot for him, didn't they? They paid 80 million, I think, with add-ons for him.
Oh.
He's like the
They're not
most
gonna give half
expensive
of that
African
for
player
Tony.
ever, I think. Yeah. So
But
they're
then
not
you've
going to
got a
sell
player
him.
with does he have a ceiling of 25, 30 goals?
I think Tony
don't
can
know.
improve, man. I think he's shown at every step of the way that he improves. And I think he could be a big player for someone like a Ten Hag.
Yeah.
He could.
I like
think-
Tony. I do like.
I
There's
think
a lot to like about him.
Yeah, I think he'd be getting a similar amount of goals than he scores now
You'd have
for a Man
options
United
then
as
if you
well.
had him as well.
Yeah, I think he'll be consistently be able to do what he does, what he's done this year if he played at United. But then when I'm looking at Man United going up against Champions League teams, going up against Haaland, you got, the striker versus a striker, I just sit and I think, is that
You know
the
where
level?
I think what's going to happen? We're going to come down to a position where you either have the big money midfielder or the big money or the
Good
big
shot,
money
Bruno.
striker.
Yeah.
And I'd personally much rather see us go for the
Bellingham.
Frankie de Jong.
Yeah.
Not even. I don't want Bellingham. I want
Okay.
Frankie.
Yeah.
I want Frankie.
I
de
think
Jong.
Ten Hag wants Frankie.
Yeah, of course
I
he
think
does,
he's just
yeah.
been like.
I don't want an
That's
English
his
player
guy.
with a
Money.
big price tag and
He's
all the
on
hype.
500
and
grand a week.
Allow that.
Who? Frankie de Jong.
Thank you on that much. So
Yeah.
how's he going to come United
Like
on that much?
Qatari money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that'll be like pocket change. That'll be on that a day. Hey, they'll be like, you're on what? You absolute pauper. Don't worry
We'll
about
have Pep Guardiola putting our cones out soon. It's going to be mad. He wants to see Julia Roberts that
it.
bad.
What was all that about? Like, what is that him?
Oh,
being-
go on, Terrell.
Is that him being funny or what?
Play it. One
Fred,
more.
Fred. Go on,
Play
Fred.
one more. Get wide.
Bruno.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good tackle. Shoot.
go on,
Stanley.
Maguire.
We still look like we can get a goal though. One more.
Oh, it's a bit of a heavy touch there.
Rashford's
Marcus.
gone a little bit off the boil in his the actual play,
Played Fred.
the open play football. I want him to come back to his sharpness.
I thought Fred got in the way of the pass that should have initially went to him. And then it kind
Rashi.
of, then it slowed it down a bit for him. Go on, Pelly. Go on, got it.
Lay off. Play first. Oh, he's wrong. I thought that was Wan-Bissaka. Good
Ball.
ball, score. What? Why not hit it?
Marcus Rashford just
Try to chest it.
Marouane Fellaini then. Trying to chest it in. Well, I'm sure he could have headed that.
I hope he's
Oh, he's
offside.
well off.
Okay, that's why.
Everyone but Weghorst was off. He's the only one that
Are
can't
you
score
crazy? I'll bring that down and bang it hard, and that's it. It's a goal. Don't try and chest it in.
Nice stadium, not in it.
He was offside anyway.
Yeah, he was well offside.
Off.
Do you think they changed their keeper because their keeper got battered in the last game, or because they don't care about this game?
It's Claudio Bravo,
Because
isn't it?
Yeah, Claudio Bravo. I was about to say.
I was still fuming at that red card that was never given in the derby.
In the derby.
You remember when he played when we played City in the derby? And
Where you going?
I think it was his first game, and the Beatles, but he wipes out Wayne Rooney with a 2-footed lunge.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Like it was the most blatant red card you will ever see in your life, and a penalty, and we got nothing.
Come on, Val.
I forgot. Oh, you know what, Nate? I hold on to them things forever.
Oh man!
I didn't realise it was him the other night when I was at the game, and when it got pointed out to me, then I was fuming again. I was like, oh, he most should have gone in the time and started like booing him when he got the ball.
That's like Roy Keane, mate, against Arthur Haaland. Still angry from a year later.
Never forget it, man. Is that what I mean?
That's because Haaland called him a liar, innit?
Yeah, when he got injured against Leeds.
Never stand over me and call me a liar again. You cunt you. That's what he said.
oh, come on. Pellegrino.
Kino, man. What a guy.
Does he have any skills to drop on the player, to take players on, or does he just
He
use
just
his
likes
pace?
to drop a shoulder, don't he, Paddock?
Yeah. It is. That's better than what's his name used to do, Dan James. He used to just try and run at you.
He used to just drop.
You're like, go on then, run.
Mate, some of the nonsense being spouted about Dan James last season was burning my head out.
What are they saying?
You know, like when Rashford fell off a cliff, basically his form, people say, do you know what, we shouldn't have got rid of Dan James.
Oh my days.
Go on, he's in here. He's on side here.
Go on, Marcus.
He's on side here. Oh my God, he's waiting.
Lay it.
Why did you wait so
see how he
long,
slipped?
brother?
You see him slip?
Yeah, he's all over the
Slipped again.
Oh, offside again.
But
Why
he
did he
slipped
wait
again.
there?
Yeah, you'd have put your money on him scoring.
Is that Carvalho?
It looks like him, doesn't it?
Yeah, William.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's William.
He was
Carvalho.
linked with us, remember? Oh, just off.
You can't be slipping running forwards. Like, that's not possible.
It's just like he's waiting for it to drop. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, okay. You shouldn't be slipping like that. Did you notice how it took him a little second to kind of... He slipped and then he stood there and then he went that way. That extra little half second, it's really a difference. When you get on your studs, you just go turning straight away.
Yeah.
And you might be able to get on that and score.
Played Fred. Oh, Bruno. Got to commit properly to that.
Come on.
No foul there, ref.
It's been one of those games so far, but...
Isn't he a player that we were linked with before, William Carvalho?
Yeah, you say now, yeah.
Remember that.
Go on, Weghorst. See what people are saying in the chat. Get involved in the chat. Don't forget as well.
Feyenoord are winning. Rude's team.
Yeah. He
not bad.
Did you see the interview with?
Oh wait, it isn't that Rude's team. Rude's at PSV, isn't he?
Did you see the interview with Robin van Persie and Erik ten Hag today?
How was it today?
Oh, that was when that's when I was at Old Trafford and Van Persie was there, isn't it? Carrington.
Right. Okay.
So that must have been filmed that day.
Yeah, I presume so.
Yeah, that's why Van Persie.
Right. Okay.
And across. Finish it, please.
I've not seen it yet. I think I only saw it got released today, but we mind watching that.
Do you know, given you, I think the answer for you is obviously more obvious. Do you reckon if you played, how many goals if you played for a full season for Man United would you score?
In my current guys? Like in my current level
obviously,
of
you
fitness,
get to train with them every day.
As a 43-year-old
you build your fitness
man
up.
with fitness issues.
You build your fitness up through the season. Maybe even have a pre-season.
Right, okay. I mean, if I played, a full, how many games?
38.
38?
So, this season it would be.
Yeah.
It would have been this season.
I reckon I can get one.
Innit? Same. I reckon I back myself the bag.
Just drops you off a corner or something, you put your foot through it.
I reckon I get.
Do you know what I mean?
5.
Yeah, like if you're getting.
Hey, 5's not easy though. 5's no joke,
This guy, like, I almost went then as well. It just dawned on me.
Just go hang.
5 out of 38 is better than what Rashford did last season.
Oh yeah, no. I'll get at least 3.
Like
all comps. 3.
Yeah, like you can set pieces. You know what I mean? There's always a chance.
Oh,
I think in my covenant, like if I was like 28 or whatever, or your age or whatever, then I'd fancy maybe
I am
hit
28.
2.
Yeah,
maybe I hit 2. Well, you're older than that, but now I'd be done. I'd be like on the deck asking to be.
You know what's magic?
Just trying to run around.
When
and
I played at Old
I'd
Trafford,
be gone. Oh yeah, because you've done
so
that. You little
big.
weasel.
You don't realise how big it is to you down there. You know.
Can't believe that.
I'm
the only one on this
weirdly,
table
you
who's not
stand on the
played at Old
halfway line
Trafford.
and you go, I could score from here, I reckon. Till you shoot and it doesn't get anywhere near. But you're like, I reckon I could score from here. And then you try it and you're like, legs ain't.
Did you score at Old Trafford?
Yeah, think keeper.
Did you? Oh yeah, I think I might have seen a video of that.
As I was running through, just think.
It's one for
Where is it? It's on telly. Is it on telly?
No,
on
I
YouTube?
wish. They never sent us the footage after all that. Funnily enough.
Really?
Yeah, I've got it because someone recorded it on my phone. But yeah,
mate, that's one though, right? You can always, you can never say that. What was
I
it like?
injured Park G as well.
Did you? Yeah. That's horrible. Like, you shouldn't be proud of yourself.
No, but he went fully in for the challenge. I
went.
went fully in for the challenge, and then
You take things too serious.
You can't do that to him.
No, but I did it.
He went. We did the thing with Wes Brown once. Was it wheelchair football? And he ended up breaking the wheelchair because he was smashing the gaff up, taking it all serious and that, barging people out of the way. There with the United Foundation, like
hard, you know. That was more difficult than playing at Old Trafford. I promise you. Hats off to them guys and girls that played because
with the arms, using arms to move the ball.
So you've got it's an electric wheelchair, so you use, but it's hard to direct it exactly because you got to direct it forwards and backwards and then left and right.
Yeah.
And then you got to combine that to move around. Yeah. And if you want to quickly move somewhere, and then you got to slap the ball with like the side of your wheelchair, like it's mad, isn't it?
I did have a go. He did.
It's difficult, man.
But he was like.
And then at one point,
it wasn't a friendly anyway.
Drove into the wall and loads of wood fell off the wall.
He wrecked the gaff, barged a few people out of the way, but then we got to it with Wes Brown. It was all good.
Oh my gosh.
Juventus are winning as well, so it looks like.
Who would you want in the next round?
We're playing.
Would you want a Juve, someone like that? They're the biggest ones, aren't they?
Pogba was injured again, if I remember.
Oh, did he? Did he get injured?
Yeah, he's having dramas, isn't he, Pogba?
Yeah, he's finished.
I feel like that
the
thing with his brother as well got to have
mentally that's mad, isn't it?
Screwed with you.
So Juventus are 2-0 up on aggregate, so it looks like they're through. Feyenoord are 3-1 up on aggregate because they're 2-0 up now, so it looks like they're through. Sevilla won their first game 2-0 against Fenerbahce, so barring a madness, they're through. Leverkusen looking likely to go through. You'd say Arsenal would beat Sporting at the Emirates tonight.
We can get Arsenal, can't we? Next round?
So you're gonna have Sevilla, Juventus, sides, Leverkusen, Arsenal, United if things stay as they are. Roma are 2-0 up against Sociedad, Feyenoord, and then Union Berlin and Royal Union are 3-3. I couldn't tell you who's gonna win that. So you got Feyenoord, Roma, United, Arsenal, Leverkusen, Juventus, Sevilla. Sounds like a Champions League.
Oh, he's bought that there.
I want to play the best teams. Simple as that.
I don't care.
I just want good football.
Juve are in it, aren't they?
Roma.
Roma. Is our mate still there?
Mourinho.
Who's he giving yellow card to?
Paddock.
Palestri.
Is Smalling still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mourinho. Imagine Mourinho back at Old Trafford.
Don't want to play Mourinho, do you?
Is he booking Gary?
He's giving him a yellow.
He's booking Gary?
Gary Neville.
Gary Pellistri?
What's his first name? Oh, Facundo.
Yeah, it's not Gary.
Wait, Gary's been fouled there.
He's the one who kicked his bottom.
Kicked his bottom.
Look.
Yeah.
How is that a foul and a yellow card?
See, that's what's annoying, isn't it? Why are yellow cards given out so easy?
That's outrageous.
That's the problem this
Gary's
year.
trim looks like old school footballer trim. Park G Sung type.
It looks
trim.
like older than that, bro. It looks like
George Best type.
Yeah, it looks like early 80s.
Al Beatle.
I mean, he should have them tight shorts that are barely covering him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They look like proper 80s kid.
But how is that yellow? Someone tell me what that means. Why is that a yellow?
Referee's disgrace.
Lost all kind of. I don't care about refs.
You know what annoys me? Right, you see these refs in Europe as well, and you think, I recognise him from somewhere. Do you know one of them ones?
Yeah, your nightmare.
And then you remember, like, oh, that's the one that sent Nani off or whatever.
Yeah, I remember his name, Kunik Kikir.
Remember that was a fake Twitter account?
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was him. When he posted pictures of himself, like, someone had posted pictures of him, like, praising Real Madrid and stuff, and everyone thought it was really him, and started hammering this account and threatening him. I mean, that is genuine. That and the Scholes offside goal against Porto are the two worst decisions I've ever seen in my life.
Ref, you haven't give that, or have you give that? Yeah, I'll give that. Come on, Val.
Move.
Oh, ref loves him.
Give him a yellow.
He loves it south, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But you see how much blew the whistle then?
I know. It's like he's at a rave. Get on with it. Do you know what I mean?
Weghorst goes down in installments. It's like me. Like if I fall over, I'm going down in parts, bro.
Oh my god.
He's such a weird guy anyway, Ghost. It's so
just
mad.
Tall people can't fall gracefully. Do you know what I mean? Like we can't. If you slip over, it's finished.
I just wish he was as good as like a Peter Crouch, but he's just not.
Oh, is that where we are?
This is a new low point for the Manchester United Football Club.
He's Crouch.
I wish he was as good.
Crouch is alright. Oh no.
Oh no. Good
well
save.
done,
1-on-1 again. We can't have one-on-ones. Like, we can't allow this.
That's one thing De Gea's
That's
good at.
twice.
Yeah,
one-on-ones. And this time Martinez couldn't get there.
Juve's back to 0-0.
The goal ruled
So
out.
still in the balance.
Yeah.
The balance.
Or was that Martinez's fault? I don't know.
It's weird with Peter Crouch, right? He's played for Liverpool. I don't hate him the way I hate Liverpool players.
I think it's because of his character.
Do you know what I mean? Like you usually hates Liverpool players. You just can't stand them or whatever you think. You know, but I don't mind Peter Crouch.
He also was playing for them at a useless time.
He's a good player, though.
Although he did play in the Champions League final,
right,
didn't he?
Yeah,
he's
2007.
He's not bad, you know.
Jeez.
He's not bad. I remember when he come through at QPR, doing well there.
Yeah.
Then when my time was coming up as well.
He played at Villa as well.
Because he had to battle a bit, didn't he?
Yeah,
he didn't have it easy. He went on loan abroad.
Megs. Fred just megged someone, but get out of town.
But he had techers, lanky guy, but
he used to always get fouls given against him for no reason as well.
I remember playing at Anfield first time and looking at him, I'm like, wow, you are thin. Like, you're a cardboard cutout. I saw like the side of him. I'm like, how are you that thin? Like,
he was ridiculous, or he is ridiculously thin, isn't it? It's
Oh
only
my
like him and
gosh,
Ashley
I've
Younger
never
with that
seen
fit.
anything like it.
But he might be normally sized, but because he's so long, he just looks worse.
No. He was a cardboard cutout. He was like this.
His
thin.
legs are
seriously
like
is as thin as your
proper
phone.
breadstick.
I love when he got asked there. So what would you be if you weren't a footballer? You're a virgin.
He's a don.
That is an amazing.
His thing, he's funny, isn't it?
That's what I mean.
Funny on
good
there.
He can have a laugh at himself as well, which is good.
No, I think he's a good player, man.
Played Terrell. You knew he was going to hurt, got there, got
He
the good
battles
throw
like
in.
no one else done him.
I hate when man pull out of him
Can't
once.
fault him for that. He's probably not as talented as Luke Shaw, but he puts in a shift.
Oh, that looks
Quite high, that, actually, isn't it?
Worse than the one Palestri got a booking for.
Palestri didn't even do anything.
I know.
At all.
What's all that about?
It's not even a foul, let alone a yellow card.
Ah!
Boys,
Go on.
that's a yellow.
No, he won the ball.
That's more like it. Why is he doing that for? I'm sure he didn't catch him like that.
He's trying to get a booking here,
referee,
innit?
don't look at that.
They know, like, if we go down to 10 men, that's a one chance for them.
That's a massive.
I'm sure he didn't get hurt. I'm. Where?
He didn't get hurt.
Did he even get hurt?
Do you remember the one on was it Iwobi for Everton? Malacia, where Iwobi went off on a stretcher, didn't he? You know, this season. Do you remember?
And then he ran back on.
Like, he got Iwobi got took out by Malacia. It wasn't a foul.
Yeah.
He went off a stretcher. He was out for 2 months. Like, what? He was going out on the stretcher past us, like in the corner. Everyone was booing him, and like I thought,
what?
Genuinely injured.
It's like, what's he? Bit arse, you know what I mean? The guy's getting stretched off.
I was like Garnacho the other day. I thought, are you making more out of that?
Yeah,
than you should be. And then he stayed down for ages. I felt so bad.
Like, the lad next to me, right, was going mad. One of my friends, Sammy's like, look at him, wasting time. He's so thick. He's so stupid. We're 0-0. We've started 10 men and he's made it 9 men now.
But he's just given a dive for that.
Oh, he gave a dive?
Yeah.
That went a foul?
I don't know what happened. I didn't really see probably.
What's all that about?
So did he book him?
Well, he's given a free kick for us.
Good lad.
What has happened to people not getting booked for diving?
I know.
How's that touch?
Greaser's got done for it the other night. Like, it was a dive, but he didn't get a booking.
Your side.
Played. Slap him up, man.
What are you doing?
Pussy.
Don't headbutt him.
I couldn't have all that stuff, you know. Oh, you know how someone would try to get me sent off? They'd be successful.
Yeah.
But
I've
there's
seen
also
you in action.
They'd also,
you can't walk away
they'd
from
also
a referee.
have a blooded nose, but they'd be successful.
Oh my God. I had to drag him away from a ref once.
Nah, because you know when something
what I mean?
stupid happens, yeah, and you know it's wrong, bruv. I can't stay quiet. Especially if you've been, you know, on the receiving end of a bad call.
Yeah. I don't know why this guy was getting all excited. And he's done that thing as well, which is embarrassing when you try to push someone, they don't move. Like, there's nothing worse. Maybe
this is what I want.
Stupid, yeah.
Spanish football's different, man. The refs are different as well.
Yeah.
When you go there, I remember playing pre-season, and it's like basketball. Any touch, foul.
Really?
And we're like, ref, how's that a foul? What are you lot doing? And it was just, and then it's the norm for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then when they came over to England, same thing. They felt like, wow, how come they're not getting fouls?
Yeah.
So refereeing is totally different in Spain than England.
Really? That's mad, that.
You see it a lot in the
Refereeing
games
in
here.
England, it's gone to the dogs.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
the
I know
worst
people-
because they have the most Now they're all full-time. Back in the day, they weren't all full-time, so they kind of had a half excuse. Had a little excuse.
Yeah.
Now they're full-time. They've got video technology. They've got all these things, goal line technology, this, that, and the other, and they're still useless. Like, we've given you more tools, and you've somehow got worse.
Just a little bit too much on it there. I was unlucky. It's the right idea. On the back post there. This is it. United get a goal now. This is over. It's all done.
If we get to half-time at 0-0, I think it's over.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. They're not going to really win. Well,
get involved in the chat and the comments. Don't forget as well to hit that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes.
Come on, let's get the goal. We just need one goal, and then that's it. It's over. 100% over. No matter what we
Go on, Gary.
Offside.
So they played on from that offside. Imagine we just nicked it back on the edge of the box there.
Has anyone seen Casemiro today?
Just clattered someone there. That's a good tackle there.
Win that.
Hey!
You be careful.
How's he giving it to them?
And he nearly went over the ball then on Martinez.
nearly took Martinez
That was dirty, that.
So you
Martinez
better
gets
stop
the ball
messing
here.
about.
There.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, that's a foul.
That is a foul. But then this one here.
That one looked like it's going to get hurt. He could have been hurt.
How can you big enough and old enough to not roll around?
Well done. Well done.
Love Martinez. Tina Tellefson Totoka says, remember when Son put an elbow in Martial's throat and got pushed and it looked like he was dead and was in need of CPR?
Lamella, that was.
It was Lamella, yeah. Oh, you got him sent off, didn't
it? Was it McTominay's finger in the eye where he went down and then a goal got disallowed?
Oh my God. Where he barely touched him. Wasn't even a finger, it was like
disallowed,
touched him like that's a Cavani goal, wasn't it? One of the best goals we scored during that period. And it got disallowed because he touched it like that, stroked his face, and he went down like he'd been, taken out by a sniper.
That was the day I had a vengeance against Son.
I
never wanted him to
loves
succeed
it.
ever
He's like,
since.
He's the nicest guy in football.
Yeah, I hate that. Tell me, if you try and force me to like someone, I'm going to dislike them even harder.
Yeah, it was Lamella. Everyone's agreeing with you, Maka.
Please don't do that, people. United, please don't do that. Don't have to hear you doing that.
Megs.
This is dangerous stuff, man. We're under too much. Get it out. Get it out.
I thought I was going in.
How fast was that pass back to him? Oh my goodness.
If the Bravka was a
How'd
goal,
you touch
that would have been a goal to
find Rashi. Find Rashi. Don't find Rashi.
Oh,
find
Fred.
Rashi.
Fred, say that you need that.
Fred's confused.
Oh my days. Good turn.
What?
No, it was.
Never. Shut up, Maka. Don't be coming up with facts.
Nice little turn, that.
Fred, this has been the most Fred performance I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Oh dear, we need to chill out.
I know, man.
It's dangerous football, man.
Bruno.
Oh no.
That is literally the last thing you should have done.
Win it, Fred. There we go. Win that. Who's that, Cassie? Don't foul. Don't get
yellow on that yellow card.
Don't even bother.
If anything, this is a reminder of how important he is.
I've got a conundrum for you.
Oh, I like that. I like a nice conundrum. Go on.
One of them has to have a yellow card today.
Bruno.
Oh,
Bruno.
I like Bruno. I'm not being horrible, but come on.
We can't do it without Casemiro.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if Casemiro gets to suspension today, he might cry.
I think.
Yeah.
The other day he was going to cry. I was like,
Did he cry?
He didn't.
Right.
But I was sat there watching.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
I thought he did.
Let this referee win.
Yeah.
Don't.
I think he might retire from football when he gets a yellow card. Over Betis me, push him over the edge.
I don't mind
Yeah.
tears now and then. It's all right.
Do you know what though?
Football's an emotional game.
Yeah.
Just after you've been
is.
sent off
It is.
and you've smashed up someone.
I always feel like tears of joy are all right. Tears of crying because it's going against you is a bit like, come on.
You know
tears
what?
of joy from your
Have you
number
cried
9
on
with
the
the score
football
of
pitch,
fourth
Nathan?
goal in the
Not
4-1
on the
win. I don't know about that.
I've not cried on the pitch. I've cried in the change rooms after game.
When you lost the game or when you
when we got relegated.
Okay.
That was painful.
No, that's
that
like
was
life
painful.
altering though, isn't
That
it?
was me young,
Yeah.
like 17. And then I got 18. I think I was 18, nearly 19. And we're going down and we're getting beaten up every game. And then we realised we're going down. I'm like, oh my day. It hurt, hurt so much. But playoff finals, didn't cry. I came on for like 5 minutes towards the end. Playoff finals for the Premiership to try and get back up. We lost 1-0 to Derby. And then when we won, so we got automatic promotion to the Premiership in the
Was
last
that the
game of the
season
season.
was this with Wigan?
Yeah.
When you and Jason Roberts scoring a goal every game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I didn't cry then. So that's the tears of joy would have been. But yeah. I didn't cry. Only time when I cried was the relegation.
And how old are you? Young as well.
About 19.
I mean, that's
19, 20.
tough to take. Was that, what division was that going from?
So it's from Division 2 to Division 3.
So that's like...
Yeah.
You know
so it's like League 1 to League 2.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's like, it's proper life-altering sort of
it
relegation.
wasn't nice. It wasn't nice.
Make a big I know they all make differences, but you know what I mean? But yeah, that's not quite the same as getting sent off against Southampton.
Yeah. Who got sent off against
Southampton?
Southampton?
As Macca said, scoring the 4th against Betis.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This is what I'm saying, boys.
Well done, Maguire. Go on, Palestri.
Go on,
Play it.
No.
That's a foul, ref. Give the ref.
You've given so much less than that today.
Oh my days, this is dangerous
Go
stuff,
on.
man.
Break. Marcus onside. Play him.
Go, put him down the line.
Well, is he not?
Oh, my
Why
God.
not use that left foot and put him down the line?
I didn't ask you the answer to the question that you gave us the conundrum.
Yeah, say that I realised it was a stupid question halfway through. Because we don't have anyone else.
That's what I mean. Like, I like Bruno. I'm not having to dig it in, but
you can try and play other players.
Yeah,
we
like,
still would miss out with him not playing.
Of course. Like, there's a reason he plays basically every minute.
Yeah, man on.
But
play it wide.
Oh,
nice. Go, Palestri. Oh, not Palestri.
I tell you what.
That's not his hair. That's his
cross
head.
it in. Yes. Get back.
Shoot, Aaron.
Just get back, please.
Go on.
Ambassador pass it.
Hey.
Yeah, that done someone, didn't it?
Ball.
Great ball. Ah!
It's not quite.
No, not quite.
Not quite happening, but
not quite clicking.
It's all right. Roland Sheehy says, "Why didn't Rashford attack that? I think it was a little bit too."
I think Palestri was in the way as well in the end. My days, they're through again, man. Well done, De Gea.
Well done. Nearly half time.
This is shaky stuff, mate. They've had chances. They could have had 2 in the first half already. That could be, 4-3.
I think there's someone saying this in the chat saying there's some sound issues. A lot of people saying that. Can we have a look at that?
My goodness me, man.
What's happening around here, man?
Bruno's on the floor. Is he pretending to be hurt as well? Quite sure. Probably is. Let's see if he actually deserves to be sitting there moaning. Oh, yeah, that hurts. Hey, that hurts.
Shins.
That hurts.
Plus, like, nowadays, people wear shin pads that like this big.
Yeah. I used to try and
back in my day, I had huge shin pads.
But back in non-league days,
cricketers' shin pads.
I played with shin pads with the ankle bit.
Yeah.
But that's the most ridiculous thing. When you try and control the ball and it comes off the shin bit.
It bubbles off.
Not the shin, the ankle bit.
Yeah.
Like, this is disgusting.
I remember them.
I've got no flexibility in my legs. I don't want this. And then I always went with like just this size.
I've seen some tiny shin pads.
Yeah, you don't want, sometimes I put a sock in there. Oh, I don't have no shin pads today. Damn, what can I put in there? I got some cardboard, cut it out. Yeah, just put it in there so it looks like a shin pad to the ref.
Oh, dearie me.
I've had a sock and I've had a piece of cardboard.
Really?
Yeah, you put a bit of sock in it and try and just shape it. Yeah, it looks like.
You know what people used to wear like they don't wear anymore? Sweatbands.
Yeah.
Tennis sweatbands.
Yeah, I stopped them five side. Only because of swallows.
And
that was Leroy
York with the cycling shorts.
Yeah.
I used to love them as well.
I remember Leroy Lita. Remember him?
Yeah.
He used to have the sweatbands on both arms.
Didn't actually call you swear one as well. I don't think.
Yeah, he did. Oh no! We're so
tried
lucky.
To flick it round the corner and he couldn't.
Go on,
so lucky. Do not concede a goal first half, please. Let's win this.
Pass.
Well done. And one more. Yes, keep it. Fred. No, is he on? He's on.
Go on,
pace him out, Weggy.
Watch this now.
Pace him out, Veggie.
Go on, lad.
Find someone. Oh, he could have.
That man.
Couldn't he find Palestri there?
Could have.
That was a heavy touch as well, Bruno.
Oh, what are we doing? This is like end-to-end madness. Aren't we supposed to be keeping it tight today?
Luke Shaw rain on. Luke Shaw would have pinged one on someone's head here, innit?
Are we not supposed to be keeping it tight today?
I don't think they got the memo.
My goodness me, man. Oh, hey, that's dirty, man. Why is he not getting a yellow card?
Casemiro's going to miss Fulham and then 3 league games, isn't it?
That is big time.
So he misses, is it Villa?
This Fulham game on the weekend.
Newcastle. Is it Brentford as well?
Yeah, and Brentford. Yeah, they're big games for us, you know.
This Fulham game is worrying me.
I'm worried about the Brentford now without Casemiro. My gosh, they're going to...
Is that away?
Oh. No, it's at home. We already got done by them 4-0.
Oh, yeah. God.
Bang
yeah.
it!
Oh, Gary!
Oh! We know.
Oh, my God.
He's done it
How
again.
has he missed that?
Weghorst has hit the post from 1 yard out. He slid through it, it's hit the post, and it's come back out.
Sam Z said, would you have James Maddison as competition to Bruno?
Not bad.
I like James Maddison, but I think that time's gone.
Let me see, was that onside? It was onside.
Yeah, it would have been onside. He didn't even touch it. That's the worst thing, man. See, remember when I said 5 goals?
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Yeah. You think so, yeah? No, the thing
it's
is, if you can score like that, it's all good.
Gets on that. Nah, let's be real. If I could score like that, I'd be playing Premier League.
The thing is, if you were fit and healthy, like, you know...
Yeah,
go on, you jump out. We'll get Andy Tate in. I know we've had some sound issues. Some people saying that it's fine now. Others saying that it's not. Maybe try refreshing. I don't know. We'll have a look at it and make sure. Refresh. If you refresh it, the sound issue should work. Mario says this summer I think we signed Osimhen, Diogo Costa, and Adara from Leipzig. Then offload McTominay, Williams, Tuanzebe, Bailly. Also opinions on Diallo. I like Amad Diallo. He's smashing it at Sunderland. I think he's got injured now, hasn't he? But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Sunderland
I think there's people saying the sound is a little bit glitchy, but just keep refreshing it and it should be okay. Andy, give us your thoughts, my friend, on that first half.
Very entertaining first half. It could have been any score. Could have been 2-2. Like I said, they hit the post. 2 great saves from De Gea. Weghorst is, I don't know what, man, half an inch longer. He gets that goal. He's just keeping that.
Where do you stand with this whole Weghorst thing, right? Because do you think he's unlucky or do you think he needs to do better? Because he does seem to get a lot of chances. And when you look to him, if you watch one of them in isolation, you go, oh, he's been a bit unlucky there. But there's like lots
you make
of
your
them.
own luck.
Yeah. And it's like every game now you go in. And I just feel, I was speaking about this before the game.
Muck for luck.
Thanks. What is it for the royal family? Thank you.
Through Jay there.
Yeah, I was trying to think the ref.
He wants to say the whole episode to me.
Honestly, he messages me sometimes. He goes, "Royal family's on now," and that's it. What I'm doing, I end up watching it.
Oh God,
love that. But I feel like I was talking before the game that there's a little bit of sympathy is probably the wrong word, but just enthusiasm for Weghorst or understanding of the fact he keeps missing these chances. He's waning a little bit amongst some fans where they're going, he's got to do better now. Do you know what I mean? Like, after the Leicester game, people were going, oh, you know what, he's been unlucky there. And then it's just, I just don't know, maybe am I being arsed, but do you feel that as well?
I think he's a bit of both, but would you rather we got nobody in January? That was it.
No, listen, you go back in time, you sign him all day long. I think long term is the question. Do you think he is good enough long term?
I think he is. He's like, I said this to Joe last week, he's like a G-Sun Park. He's useful. When you want to change it a bit, 20 minutes to go out, you can start with him, you can finish a game with him. He's a useful part of the armoury, and yes, like I say, he should be at least on 6-7 goals now since January. And he's got to start taking them chances now, because let's say we're on the market for another striker in the summer, where whatever happens with the war chest, and he's got to start scoring. But like you say, I thought he's had 2 great chances this half.
Yeah,
like you say, he should have scored that header, should have scored that other one as well, just right near the end at half time.
Andy, Adam McCullough asked an interesting question before we'll join the game. He said if we were playing for Manchester United, shut up you. If we were playing for Manchester United, how many goals do you think we'd score if we played a full season? I want to put that to you, because you've had a little bit of experience. You play for Oldham once.
By the way, the conversation is utterly ridiculous, and we would score 0 goals.
I get 1.
I played 12 minutes.
No, I know in your head, right? You 100% think you get 5. Right? Producer Ethan told us,
I seen you play against Arsenal, man.
That
was determination.
If he played in the Dutch second division, he gets 7 goals.
I'd score.
No, but he wouldn't though.
You know why
he wouldn't get any.
You know what makes me not say it less with my chest?
Go on.
Because Naif's sitting here and he's actually
And he's played full season.
He's
Premier
part
League.
of the 0.0001%.
Yeah, and it's like...
But you know what? You know, if I never stopped training from when I was a kid.
Yeah. Were you at a club like when you was a kid?
I was like, I used to train with Villa and stuff like that in the local area. And then they, when I turned 16, I got told to do my coaching badges, and I was thinking, I still consider myself a bit of a player here, so what's these coaching badges all about? And then it dawns on you that, lad, you're just going to be a coach. And then I coached for them for a bit, for Villa and Blues.
Really?
So like we used to go around like schools on a Saturday and Sunday, and there used to be like a 20, 30 kids who used to have to coach them on a Saturday, Sunday. And I remember once I wore my United tracksuit top, and all the kids thought there was a United scout there. Little did they know it was me. But yeah,
breaking dreams, breaking hearts.
I remember my old school. Brian Kidd was there in the 80s at Moston Brook. Yeah. One of my old
Brook. Is that your old school?
Yeah, it burnt down in the mid 90s. So yeah, I left long before it.
I was about to say that's a bit of a disconcerting story there, and maybe now's not the time for a confession.
And I think it burnt down after the 2000.
The statute of limitations.
It shut in '95. I think somebody bit. It got burnt down after 2000, so yeah. One of my old teachers, he was a Bradford City scout as well.
Right.
Yeah, he was all right.
So, who was it? Didn't you do a charity game?
I did a charity game for, I think it was, I can't remember, Oldham. No, Little Stars, the charity. I'm talking about the charity.
I'm about to say, sure you remember the team.
I'm trying to name the charity. I know who we played for.
Dean Windass in it.
Yeah, Dean Windass was in it. Yeah, Chris was there. Yeah, he told me how to put the ball in the net.
Really?
Yeah.
My missus got a picture with Dean Windass.
Yeah, I ended up giving away a pen.
I remember saying, like, why have you done that?
I give away a pen.
Go on.
I played 12 minutes for Oldham Athletic.
12 minutes. Is that available on YouTube, by the way?
It's still there. You can watch the game. It's there clear as day. I played for Oldham. I gave away a pen. We still won 4-1.
And what did you do to give away a penalty?
I lost the ball. Cheating, diving little tosser jumps across my legs, and it wasn't a stone wall. If you watch the replay, he took a dive the tosser.
Right, okay. We need to find out, what did Windass say to you in this charity game for Little Stars?
I think he's on there. He's like, just lump it up front. When you get up front, whack it.
Right, okay.
Just whack it as Dean Windass. From a guy that was experienced, he scored the winner in the playoff final for Hull City against Bristol. Yep. So 2008, I think it was 2008 final for Hull City.
So was he the coach for this game?
No, he was playing on the mat. He was up front.
So he was giving you tips?
Giving me tips, and Chris was like, hey, give me any tips, like to play. Just whack the sod, you know what I mean? Get it up front. Right. And I ended up playing defence, so I still got the boots. I still got the boots to this day. That's memento. I've got one on my brother. I played at professional football ground. You know what I mean?
Was it at Boundary Park?
Yeah, I've got a soft spot for Oldham. Everyone knows it. I don't give a toss. So I played on a professional ground.
You can't knock it. I played once at MK Dons ground in a charity corporate thing, whatever it was. Alan Kirbyson was the manager and he subbed me after 15 minutes. That's all I was doing.
I've only done one, but this gentleman next to me, he's done it. Yeah. He's done all the grounds. This gentleman next to me,
that's enough from you. Is that left?
This gentleman next to me's done all the grounds. And I'm envious of that.
Yeah. It just makes you think, doesn't it? If only we had loads of talent and put in all the work for it.
I know what I've been thinking. You know what we're talking about, obviously, how many goals you score. The question is, would you be fit enough to play in a match for 5 minutes? Because it's so
that's
tough.
What I'm saying to you, I'd be on the floor crying.
I did 12
levels, mate.
I did 12, mate. That's enough. And I was 40. I was about 44 at the time.
The fitness levels.
Oh, 42. So sorry.
It's next level.
I get knackered just standing up for the 90 minutes watching the game.
Yeah, them stairs at Old Stretford are a killer.
Trying to keep up with them. Jay Frisconi says, great show, gentlemen, and a question for you all. If you could only sign them as a pair, would you rather sign Kane and Bellingham or Osimhen and De Jong? Very interested in your opinion. Thanks.
Osimhen and De Jong.
Osimhen, De Jong, Andy.
Kane and Bellingham
or Osimhen and De Jong.
Oh my days.
Well, Bellingham's going to Scousland.
No, but if you had to choose them two as a pair,
I'd do the Napoli lad and De Jong.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, that's tough, man.
That's a good question.
Long term, I'd like De Jong and Osimhen. But I'm still looking at that going, Kane and Bellingham would be sick. That'd be sick.
Would be sick.
It'd
be very
Casemiro with
expensively
Bellingham.
sick.
Everyone
Very
would lose their minds as
expensively
well.
sick.
Just think about it. Casemiro, Bellingham. And then you got Kane up front with this team that we've already got.
Yeah. I mean, either way, you're laughing.
Yeah.
You're talking title chat
Listen,
at least, aren't you?
If the Qatar money comes in, we might get all 4.
Hey, I won't put it past them.
Why not?
The collective AU says Fred and Palestri are not physically for this game. He also says Rashford has tunnel vision when he runs to goal. Danny says Maguire adds an instant anxiety in the back. Weghorst just isn't good enough. I don't care if he works hard. That's why he's at Burnley. We need elite, and they aren't it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, there's some decent comments there.
Fair enough.
I mean, we knew, like, it made me laugh when we were playing Barcelona at Old Trafford, and there was a load of people giving Weghorst stick, and I think you've got to be slightly realistic about the guy's levels.
Yeah.
He was at Burnley for a reason, no disrespect to him. And then even then they were willing to loan him out.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't think they needed him. So you're not going to get him smashing it against the big teams, but he can do a job, can't he?
He's doing a job. I mean, if you're creating other goals for other team members, well, now you're doing something right.
Yeah, but...
And I agree. He should have at least double figures on goals. He should under the 8 goals this season.
He's been quite lucky in the sense that I feel like the chances missed have been in games where we've won anyway.
Yeah, it has.
Like, it's not cost
and that's
us.
why it's not been
Other
a
than
problem.
Barca away.
Yeah.
I mean, his first goal against Forest, that was great the way he took it.
That was only like
It's just a rebound, wasn't it? It's a rebound getting the foot on the end
the
of
way
it.
he finished it, that was a great reaction.
Yeah, but that's what you expect from every striker out there. If you get, I mean, you got to score them kind of goals.
That was quite
your bread
early
and
on
butter.
in his United
Yeah,
career.
the miss last week at Old Trafford in the first half. He should have put that in.
You know what? The hard thing is he gets clean chances to score, and somehow it gets blocked like too much, and then he'll miss chances.
Maybe
So then you look
just
at it
a
going,
little. I think he's a sort of a Harry Kane type. He's lanky, and but Harry Kane has a little bit of pace and skill about him. But Weghorst is useful. He's just lacking that extra inch of skill. You know,
it's more than an inch. It's more than an inch, and it's more than a bit more pace as well.
If he just had a bit more pace,
a bit more pace,
and a bit more skill,
yeah, and a bit more better finishing,
a bit more better finishing,
and a bit better holding up play.
Mad Dragon said, and he's just a little late. He also says he just isn't good enough, but that's fine. It was just what was available. I get it, because we weren't going to get João Felix, were we? Because I think we were priced out of that one.
I would have loved that,
and
it's not Felix, by the way.
Oh, no, it's not, is it? It's Felix, isn't it? He
Felix.
did a press conference where he was asked and he said it's Felix.
Felix,
so it's João Felix. Yeah, we weren't going to get him. We obviously weren't going to go big in the January transfer window and get anyone like a Kane or Osimhen. That was never going to happen. So if you can get a free transfer...
you know what? If he helps us win 3 trophies and you've got a 6-month loan, you walk out, he's never won anything, and he walks away with 3 trophies.
Yeah, he's going to be lovely.
I'll be extremely proud.
He'll be happy himself.
He'll be happy. You see what it meant to him at the Carabao Cup final. He was absolutely doing the dance, man.
This is the thing, though. It's like getting a player from League One. Let's say a striker from League One coming and saying, listen, it's your lucky day, lad. Go and play for Man United and see what you can do.
He's like Jamie Vardy coming in from Fleetwood, wins a Premier League title.
But he's got levels about him, though.
Yeah, of course
he's got levels. He's got levels about him, and you can see that he done that. But the thing is, Weghorst doesn't really have them levels. No, but we're just trying to look at the positives. That's what the main thing is, isn't it? He's a player in the squad that's looking to fill a gap, and we're just trying to look at the positives of his game. And that's what we're doing. You can't we don't want to kill our own player and go, oh, you're not good, you're not... End of the day, when you do lose games, that's when you start looking at him going, bloody hell, we do need more.
What do you think of him, Nate, in the 10? He played there. I remember at Ellen Road in the second half, he did well there.
He set up Garnacho's goal. Yeah.
Is that an option, or do you think that
he's
moving too many people around to make it
He's a stopgap in all the positions that he's going to play. Look, we're looking at him, like I said, we're looking for positive things to say about a player who's not really good enough to play for United, but he's playing. So at the moment, he's doing okay for us at the things that he's good at, and that is linking up play with other players at times, and what was the other stuff? Linking up play.
Yeah, linking it up, getting about,
and working hard, and running around and chasing.
Drawing defenders.
Giving lifts and that's a training. He's good at that. Gives you a lift if you know what I mean. He's makes a wicked cup of tea. He's got a few tools in his armoury. Bless him, old Weghorst.
He can always adapt with sweeteners and that as well, can't he?
Yeah. Miss Man United, my missus in the chat. She says, love Weghorst in the 10 position. He is good enough and will score in the second half. She's
knows.
gone early on Weghorst. She's like, I'm backing him.
No man. You know what I mean?
But I'm not. We're not on the same page on that one. To be honest with you, I think I like the guy, but
your lot's out tonight. That's the main thing.
I know. Yeah, I'll be sleeping in the shed. Any changes, Andy? You want to see in the second half?
Not at the moment.
Someone was saying that Elanga's warming up, apparently.
Yeah, Elanga.
I wouldn't mind that.
Elanga for maybe
Palestri,
maybe. Is he tired? Or maybe for Weghorst?
It's annoying in a way because
I like to see him up front,
but I don't.
I like to see him play up front. Elanga again. Let's see what he can do. Like I remember when he first came, he looked okay up front a few times, and then he started going to the right side, and then he lost all his powers. He lost all his powers completely.
He was overplayed. We'll get Andy. We'll get Macca in, and Andy. You sort of in. Me and Andy will do a reaction after the game as well. So we'll be hearing from Andy Tate at full time. Hopefully, Manchester United will be through to the last 8 of the Europa League.
Yeah,
we
will.
Otherwise, it's going to be meltdown central.
We will.
Yeah. I used to think he was good at Leicester.
Was he?
He was never amazing.
Oh no, he went Leicester. Sorry, you're right. He went Leicester. Geordies. Danny says he's Weg better than playing another out of position.
Say that again.
He said he's Weg play better than playing another out of position. I think he means playing Weghorst up front. Is that better than playing someone else out of position? I don't know. Is the answer to that one?
Not like it's a huge quality drop off, is it?
No. I felt a bit sorry for Elanga though last season. He was overplayed.
Yeah.
You could see. I mean, the whole team was struggling. His goals had dried up. He wasn't really doing much, but he was starting every game.
Yeah.
And in the cold light of day, when you look at it, there was times when Marcus Rashford was on the bench and Anthony Elanga was starting. And I don't care how badly Rashford was playing. That's just ridiculous.
Oh, here we go.
We are all over the place once again.
Mate, he got well under that.
We are not keeping a clean sheet today unless these guys boot balls over like this. Like they're getting too many chances. That's already just far too open, man. Why are we so open?
Ross Murphy says Weghorst has had to play all of his 16 games for United because Martial's still injured, so you got to praise him for that. Yeah. Listen, as Ronaldo Brown says, the best ability is availability. So he gets credit for that.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know.
Yeah, he turns up. I think he's there.
Nah, yeah, it's true. It's like you can't.
That's good.
You need to be available.
Listen, we've got a trophy. We've got a trophy in that trophy cabinet. In no small part now, I vote Weghorst.
Nah, we would have still had that trophy without.
Would we though?
Yes.
Yeah. Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
We would have.
But he played well in that final.
He scored
one of his 2 goals United in the semi-final as well. So come on.
All right.
He helped out. He did his bit. He got his medal and he deserved it.
I think they all did their bit.
Do you know what I mean?
Everyone did their bit. To be fair, they did well.
We still win it without him. Yeah.
Oh no! Right, take Casemiro.
I think if we got him in the summer, we win the league. Listen, I like.
If we got him in the summer, we would have been crying. Say, what's going on to the football club?
You know what's weird? Signing ever.
You know what?
Yeah,
you wanted Osimhen, you wanted Kane. Forget that.
Old Trafford would have been burnt to the ground.
We've got that kid who was at Burnley last season.
You know, I don't know.
We've got that kid Vincent Kompany doesn't want.
Who? Go on.
You know who we were talking about, and everyone went mad when we was about to get him. When we were talking about getting him.
Arnautovic. He's better than Val, isn't it?
Yeah, he's better than Val.
Yeah,
of course he is.
I agree with that.
He's better than Val.
But he's also probably a bigger headache. Oh, come on, Marcus.
He would have done a good job. He's like a Mark II
wasn't the issue with
Ibrahimovic.
Arnautovic, though? Some of the things
with
that
a problem
he'd
with something else. Yeah, I think he's done racism stuff or whatever it is. It wasn't good, and that's why a lot of players didn't want him.
Yeah, because it was weird. Because the club saying like we've listened to the fans.
Yeah,
and I thought, well, you need to stop that for starters. Yeah. Like, regardless of whether you're right on this,
because most of the fans at the moment would probably tell you to sign back Weghorst. like I remember,
that's not a transfer policy.
Betis, and thinking, I might have been saying it in the WhatsApp group. This guy, oh my god. He missed another chance. I'm going to go lose my mind.
I think
and then he scored, and people going, "We should sign that Weghorst." And I was thinking, "What are you? What did we watch?"
There was people saying, which one thing I won't get on board with was, don't keep Sabitzer, but keep Weghorst.
Yeah, that's the opposite. Yeah, that's if you're in opposite land.
Nonsense.
But surely you got to see, like, you watch and see what actually the players are doing, like what they have about them, their ability and stuff.
I mean, Sabitzer's decent.
Yeah, he looks good.
I mean, he's a good player.
He's just, and then he still hasn't played really.
He was highly rated when he left RB, wasn't he?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah, and he scored quite a lot, you know.
We had a lad on from German television, Florian Plettenberg, and he was saying, don't look into too much the fact he doesn't start for Bayern Munich every week. I mean, look at that midfield for starters.
Yeah.
And also there's politics and stuff involved. He said he's a very, very good player, and he says he thinks that although there wasn't a clause, he thinks United will end up buying him.
Yeah.
Because
I'd
they'll see
rather, keep him.
Is he injured?
No, he's on the bench tonight.
He was
injured for the Southampton game, I think.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Which is annoying because we could have used him. I think if we'd had him, he'd have come on when Casemiro got his red card.
I want to see him and Casemiro one day.
Like, they've not started together yet, have they?
No, but that surely is our strongest central midfield at the minute.
Because you think they'd be able to play together because he can play anywhere, Sabitzer, can't
he? Yeah, I thought that was the replacement for the Eriksen. So, good job. Well done. Well done. You didn't mean
Get involved in the chat. Let us know, right? We'll play a little game. Sabitzer or Weghorst?
Oh, good touch.
Bo
Weghorst
from California.
Welcome.
Never get sold that one, does it? Welcome to the academy, Bo. I think this is Bo from California, not Bo CA, as I called him earlier.
He wouldn't shoot the target. He wouldn't shoot on target. Slippy.
Ishitak.
It took me a little while to get that one.
Oh, you would have started fucking hell.
Oh, have you not heard that one before?
No. Yeah, you could come every week.
Oh my God.
Oh, who's that?
I love the fact he's not heard that one. And it took a minute for you to clock what he was on about.
I was thinking, how does that? Wait a minute.
Ishak Ahad says, McCullough, how did you do at Cheltenham?
Oh,
Rubbing shoulders with royalty. I see.
Yeah, only the book you in, so bad.
Mate, I had a good first day and a horrible
I had a
second
good day there.
Yeah.
I had a good day, but I was there for free. I was in so it was good.
Flexing the purple suit and the shades as well, I saw that. Big pimping there, bro.
Oh.
I love a burgundy suit.
Yeah,
dangerous.
Man.
Ron Burgundy and that.
Why is he slipping? Why is everyone not wearing studs? Surely they're wearing studs and the picture's just melted.
Oh, that's a pass, Fred.
That's a pass.
Go on, Gary. Megs.
Keep going, Gary. Smash that. Put on the burners a bit there.
Bro.
That was nearly there.
Shoot, Bruno. Oh, that's Casemiro.
One more.
Oh, not you. You never shoot.
Play it through to
I always
Rashi.
forget Casemiro. Bruno changed his number, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, from 18 to 8. I still, for some reason, when I see 18, I think Bruno.
Oh, yeah.
Fred, man.
It is actually impressive how far away that shot was from the goal.
Megs.
Oh, I thought he was going to get him more pace and then get
You know what? Sometimes when you meg someone, I think they get excited, like, okay, now I have to score this.
Yeah, yeah.
But if he didn't meg him, he probably
scores. Yeah, like...
Oh, we're looking open at the back.
As long as we don't concede one in the next 15 minutes, we'll be all right.
It feels like the Leeds games. You know the games that they can just do what they want and it's just end-to-end madness.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Control the game.
Played.
Like, when are we going to start controlling games anyway?
Who
do we need in the side to start controlling games?
We miss him, you know.
I know, but like, is there any other
feel
positions
like a lot
where
of
we
games
need?
this season? We haven't really controlled them. There have been ones where we have, but it feels like a lot of them. It's been like we've been up against it.
Yeah.
And
look at Marcus.
Look at this. Can we
Marcus.
find? Hey!
Go on, Gary. Oh,
play him! One more! There we go. It's a goal.
Has to.
Oh!
He has to score that. That should be 27.
Rashi! Oh!
I would have put anything.
Taking people off.
Anything on that being a goal. Then
I knew it needed one more.
Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side, on his right foot.
Gary did well.
Scoring them all season.
Look at this end-to-end madness. This shouldn't be happening. You don't take on Wan-Bissaka, do you? Do you?
Nah.
Don't be silly.
Aaron's got
Pass
this,
the ball.
Handball.
You know you can't do that.
No,
don't do that, Bruno. That's again you need. Hey!
Played Aaron.
That's what you do, Wan-Bissaka.
Have you seen that clip of remember when Zaha went through in the last minute?
Ah, yeah.
And in the interview after he goes, I could hear footsteps. And as soon as I knew it was Aaron, he goes, I knew I wasn't scoring.
I love that. I love that. That's so good. Like, that is decent.
I could just hear it.
I love the fact he knows him as well. He's like, Aaron. As soon as he's Aaron.
They were training together,
Spider. He's the only one who could do that tackle.
He sounded decent. I know he had a bit of a stinker against Arsenal, but I thought he was mint against Newcastle.
Oh, what a save. We can't have this.
Was it?
That was a save and a half.
Was that
Wan-Bissaka and Fred?
Oh my day, yeah.
Going up against each other.
I thought he could have caught that.
Booker T and Fred. Oh my!
I thought he could have caught that.
My mate, right, who I used to watch football, he used to say that about every single save.
He could have caught that.
Yeah, let's have a look in on the replay.
Nah,
Can he catch?
Nah. You can't catch that. You're mad.
I catch that.
That's what I tell you.
Maka, in between scoring his 5 goals,
I've got 5 goals
season,
and catching
he
that.
catches that and then launches a counter attack and we score.
What are you doing?
Oh,
there you
go
go.
on, Terrell.
Look at that.
Absolutely
Hey,
sent him
Scared,
for a
man.
ride
I'm
being
scared
there.
of this stuff,
Go on.
man.
Yeah, you're living on the edge of it. Constantly living
just
on
need
the
a
edge.
goal so we can take Casemiro off.
Come on, boys. That should have been a goal, Rashi.
Yeah, if Rashford scored that chance.
Turn. Play.
Bang.
Pop. 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 Pop.
Megs.
Yes, one more. There we go. Finish
we
this
go.
time. No! Oh my days!
That
Did
is-
it bubble? Did that bubble?
A
Because
right
that's
miss
not
there from
you.
Marcus
That's
Rashford.
not you, Rashi. That's not you, Rash. All right, bubbled.
No.
It must have bubbled.
No.
It bubbled.
No, it's just- it looks like he just
No,
absolutely put his
he's
foot through
twatted
it. Yeah. I love the fact that Weghorst was like, why didn't you
Next.
pass to me? Right, he should.
Yeah, why?
Like, yeah. Behave, lad.
It's like me and it going, Marcus.
Yeah.
Man on.
You not heard I scored
Love
5
that.
goals this season.
Hey.
Do you remember that guy when he's playing with Kaku in that 6
Oh, yeah,
side?
cut it back.
Come on,
Yeah, I'll rate that though.
Look
Yeah,
like we're
I
going to get a goal, you know. They look tired for some
Yeah.
reason. They look like we
I
can
think
get
they
a
might.
goal.
it's-
Marcus
Cut
should
in
be
and
able to
bang
hat
that.
trick.
Bang it! Yeah!
How did you miss that one? He scored that one.
That's an absolute worldie. Look at him all giving him grief because he's doing his
That's what we
celebration in
do.
front of him. Mate,
Oh, what a goal.
he just missed from 6 yards and then
Yeah,
scores
but-
from like 25 yards.
That's what you do, Rashi.
Hey, that is a
That
player.
went, cut back,
what you do.
Marcus.
Weghorst is like, what are you doing?
What a goal. Now, Casemiro, sit down.
Rashford
Yeah.
off.
Bruno, sit
off.
down.
Casemiro.
Bruno, Casemiro, get out. Go and sit down.
Oh.
No offsides.
Got scared then when I saw Bruno's run. I thought, oh, that didn't.
Yes, that's what we
Perfect
want.
finish, that. So far out as well. Just nails it. Look
Is
at
it
that.
like a free kick, Kenny?
Yeah, right in the corner.
It's one of them ones as well. You know where if
He's
he misses
scuffed
that,
it.
you go, Marcus, stop shooting
Yeah.
today now.
Yeah.
That's it, innit?
What are you doing?
Yeah. You know someone in the stands, the United went, Marcus, pass the ball. Oh, yeah.
Have you ever done that again?
Number
I remember Ashley
27.
Young had a
Happened
shot
to me.
once and it took a deflection, went in, and as it was going in, I was shouting, for fuck's sake, Young, you're fucking useless.
That's a story of my career, really. Don't you? What a great goal! Oh my god.
Hey. Can relax now then. Anyway, 1-0 up, 5-1 on aggregate. Come
Take
on.
him off.
How long's left? 35 minutes. He's like.
I think he is.
Come on, take him off.
I think might need to
27 goals this season.
7 goals this season.
We're in March,
Bagging.
and we had a break for the World Cup.
That is meant, that, innit?
Uh-oh.
Ah, well done.
Hey, ref!
Played Lissandro, take him off as well. Take everyone off.
Well done, Martin.
I know, he's pretty chill there, isn't he?
Butcher don't mess about.
I
mate.
know, man. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it.
I thought, you know, when that Salah thing, I thought a lot was more
Yeah.
made about that than
Yeah.
needed to be, you know. Because he
Yeah.
just slipped.
No, he didn't even take it. He didn't ever
He
actually
did the
do
right
it.
thing. He
Yeah.
followed him all the way. And if he doesn't slip, he blocks the cross, which is a mad thing.
Right.
Obviously,
It
he
wasn't
looked
that
like a
much to
mug
it.
because of how it looked. Like he became a meme, you know what I mean? But, and
But
then
you
there was
know
like,
what?
in that game, there was a block in the first half that he made where it was out of this
Do you know what,
world.
though? It was like that against Brentford when he fell over, when me scored that goal.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
blaming
it's
him.
not
Like,
that
you
big.
fall over, you fall over.
And if you're running back, you can't jump.
Yeah.
So
Like,
backwards, you can't jump.
and, everyone,
anyway.
and then everyone went early on him, didn't they? Like, oh, he's
Yeah.
too small. And then, like, he's, you know, been one of the best defenders in the league this season.
He's
But,
tremendous, mate. He's tremendous.
yeah,
That's
it
all
was
I
just-
know. He's got everything
You
about
can't
his game.
judge. I
What
mean,
else?
Don't
pass.
do it. Don't do it. Well done.
you know, Raphael Varane's one of the best defenders there is, and
Yeah.
he had a stinker. They all had a stinker. Like, you can't. It was just one of those games
Yeah.
where everything went wrong.
Yeah. We think about it. Every shot they took went in. Pretty
That's
much.
like they had.
That
Like,
never happens in a
Man,
game. The XG on that was mad, isn't it?
3.9 or something.
we
Yeah.
had better XG against Betis in the first leg of this than
Exactly.
the Scouts had against us.
It's just one of them days. Nothing you can do about it. Great goals though, got to say. But
No, you haven't got to say
a
that.
lot of them, well, some of them are really
Lucky, fluky, stuffy goals, Nate.
Yeah.
Juventus
Referee
1-0
had
up.
us over.
Let's take that.
Fenerbahce 1-0 up. So the game between Sevilla is still alive, to be fair.
What's the score?
1-0, 2-1 on aggregate, Sevilla.
Okay.
United's game's done. Feyenoord are done. They're 5-1 up on aggregate as well.
Same as us.
Um,
We're through. What are Arsenal saying?
they're 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, forget we're the early kick-off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice one. It's not going to be daft o'clock.
If we can't come out this game without conceding a goal, that is some madness.
It was like we kept a clean sheet against Southampton. We keep a lot of clean sheets, you know.
Yeah, I know. But
Remember
this is looking mad.
Me and Joe were doing a video.
Offside by miles. Miles offside. Put your flag up.
I don't even know why.
No way is he onside.
How? Go on, Val.
Weghorst is going to score now.
What are you doing?
You watch that come across your body like that, brother.
How do you not control that and then just try and hit it? You telling me you can't control that?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a bit Jadon Sancho.
I could have. Nathan. He didn't.
How has he let that run?
Marcus is coming off. Only right.
I'm on Sancho.
It's a bit of must be for Casemiro.
No
right?
pressure. Yeah, for sure. Both of them. No, Bruno. Not Bruno off as
Bruno
well.
should be the next man.
They both should be off. McTominay come on as well now then. Or Alanga. And let's go for it with these other young boys. Well, young boys. Sancho's young.
Smash. Casemiro got that assist.
That's what I like to see.
Side netting as well.
My eyes light up when it's 30 yards like that.
Curl away from the keeper right in that corner, man.
Didn't he score something? No, that was Celta Vigo, remember? Free kick.
Yeah, was that the one where the man was in the goal?
Who?
The keeper.
Celta Vigo when we won it last, the Europa League.
Yeah.
Rashford scored a free kick.
Yeah, when the goalkeeper was behind his line when he saved it.
Oh, I can't remember.
He jumped and saved it, but he was like 2 yards behind his line.
I remember that.
Yeah. Let me find it. I'm pretty sure he did. Because that was the only free kick Marcus scored for about 3 years until he scored that one at Chelsea.
You know what I watched the other day? It was Zlatan Ibrahimovic's hat-trick against Sanetti. It was the worst hat-trick.
I love that, because I agree. He had a stinker and scored 3 goals.
And he stood there like this.
That's what he does.
Like,
hey!
Played Sanch, kept that alive, won the corner.
Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one.
That's the goal I was thinking of.
No, it's not that one. There's another
Side
one.
netting.
Yeah, no, there's a different one I'm thinking of. There can't be many. There was a goal. Get involved in the chat if you know what I'm on about. There's a goal that Marcus scored, free kick. It's against there was a young keeper that was he's like making his debut. I'm pretty sure it was in Europe.
Anderlecht.
Was it Benfica?
Oh yeah, Benfica.
There was a keeper. He was like 18 making his debut, and he saved it, but he was stood behind his line.
Harry Maguire! Oh, he's missed. Sitter.
Oh, looked like a good chance, that.
Yeah, everyone's saying Benfica, yeah. I remember it, because like the keeper made a save.
You clearly remember it, yeah.
Remember it only got the year, the competition, and the team that we were playing against wrong. Other than that, I was well on it.
Oh my gosh. That looked like he could have scored.
He could do with a clean sheet though, Maguire. Could just do with a little bit of like...
Did I hear it's 5-0 Feyenoord?
Yeah.
Mate, it's
Feyenoord
place to
without
be
Gakpo now. Feyenoord without Gakpo, right?
Feyenoord?
That's where it came from, isn't it? No, it's PSV, sorry.
Yeah.
I always mix
Feyenoord
up.
without hang on a minute. It was Malacia
yeah.
Feyenoord, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That Osama Idrisi's got a 2.
Orkan
Koku's got 2.
What do you think of the Dortmund forward? What's his name? He paced out everyone at Chelsea and scored that goal. What's his name? The young boy who's come in and playing now because Haaland left.
Yeah.
And he paced out the whole of Chelsea and banged that goal.
Oh, what's his name again? It's Malin.
Is that his name? Yeah, that sounds like it.
Not
that might be his name, yeah.
I think so.
He's I don't know if you saw that goal against Chelsea, but he ripped them.
Oh, Adeyemi, Kareem Adeyemi.
Yeah.
I did see that goal now, and I know who that is. Wasn't he at City?
Was
probably.
Or did I make that up?
They have like so many youngsters on. Like City and Chelsea have
Dortmund,
all sorts of youngsters on.
Salzburg, he came
well, that's a yellow card, isn't it?
He looks dirty. He looks like he's got some mad pace.
Yeah.
Dortmund love it, don't they, getting these youngsters?
Yeah, clever all the time.
Yeah, I mean, get them, have them for 3 years, and then move them on.
Yeah.
Big money.
That's not a foul, ref. Thank you.
Skills.
Put him in. There we go. Score this goal,
Is that
please.
Jadon? Go on, Jadon. Oh no! Why?
One more across. All right, bang it.
Why is he cutting back there?
He wanted to get onto the right to score, didn't he?
I promise he did it.
He did the Marcus thing. I promise you. I promise you.
Okay, no problem. Let's give a corner. It's never gonna happen. Let me see.
It was stuck under his feet a bit, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was a corner, blatant corner. He was probably going in as well. He was right.
They don't need VAR. Just need a promise you.
Like
Yeah,
I promise you, I
Promise
swear
it.
down.
Okay, no problems.
You
no
should get
problems.
3
swear
promises
down.
in a game.
I think, yeah, 3 promises and a swear down, and the turbo one is a swear.
Here we go.
Oh, bowling.
I swear my mum's life. Like then that's
Harry
that's
Kane
it.
did that, innit,
That's
for a
it.
goal?
Then that's a goal.
Harry Kane did that. Got a goal, remember?
Are you
Yeah.
telling- are you serious?
He said, I swear my daughter's life. And he got the goal given to him. I swear to God
Mate,
that happened.
If I said that, I don't care how sure I was about that goal, mate. I am in all sorts of
It was
trouble.
Christian Eriksen
Swear
scored
on
as
my
well, I think.
daughter's life.
So he took. Imagine being Christian Eriksen thinking, I actually wanted that goal.
So he took a goal of Christian Eriksen by swearing on his daughter's life. That's lovely.
Don't be silly. One more.
He was like, he clipped my hair or something.
Oh, one of them ones.
Because it was for a record or like a consecutive thing type.
I swear it was mine.
And I swear on my daughter's life. Okay, then, yeah, we'll give it that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but that Rashford one against Palace was hilarious. Where he's
promise,
like, I promise you.
And he was right.
Yeah,
It's true, yeah.
He's just having
And
like-
Sancho was right.
Yeah,
He wasn't lying.
I
So I
promise
think
you,
our
I
lads are a
promise
truthful
you.
bunch of lads.
Exactly. Next time, don't bother with VAR.
Pinky, ref.
Yeah.
Go on, Bruno, score this. Go on.
Oh!
Good shot.
Didn't Bruno just set up that goal as well?
Casemiro.
The Rashford goal?
Yeah.
It was Cassie, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably said Bruno because I saw number 18.
Yeah, that's what I was
again.
thinking. United looking more in control now, finally.
I think Betis is
Their heads are
down.
dropped, Sandy. 4 goals behind, 25 minutes to go.
Yeah,
It's
they're
over,
like,
innit?
we're done. We're done.
Right.
Well, let's concede some more. That's what they're saying. Oh, come on.
Played. Twatty.
Sabitz are not messing about, trying to shoot on, not even
He
on.
doesn't
not
score a
on
lot, does he?
balance.
But when he scores worldies, doesn't he? Have you
That
seen
was
his, like,
an
his
unbalanced
showreel?
shot. What's the point in that one? Bruno. I thought it was him that set him up.
Then that. Oh, I played.
Oh, no, it was him that set him up for the chance where he didn't score.
Oh, yeah.
That was it, yeah. I thought it was the goal from that. Good chance, a bit, goal threat. Another goal
like
threat.
you
We need
though.
to get to this international break. Few of the lads need to go.
We need to do a Fergie.
Yeah.
Fergie would find an injury in international break for everyone.
Casemiro needs to find
Yeah.
one.
They've all got
He's
injuries.
gone now, innit? He might as
Although
well
he
play.
actually,
might as well
we might
play.
benefit of him
He
going,
needs to
didn't
play.
Needs a bit of match practice.
He needs to stay
Raf,
fit.
Varane retiring from international football.
That's
That's
good.
one it.
Yeah,
Fair play to him, man.
yeah.
Rashford needs to go. Got on them back injuries.
I don't think he will, you know. He does. He does need to do that, but I think he's like, well, I love playing for England. Forget that. Forget that nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a friendly?
I remember I said that to Marcus once, and I immediately
Wow.
thought after he's probably switched off from the conversation as soon as you said that.
What did you say to him?
I went, no,
Where
no,
was the
don't
scenario
worry
when
about
you were
England,
chatting
just
to him?
focus on Man United.
Hey,
That's what I said.
I love
to
you giving him career advice.
Rest will follow. No, it was when it was when we beat Leicester 4-1 a while back, and actually this is a story we tell at our live show, so I shouldn't tell it.
Come on, you can give the 2,489 people watching a little preview.
Man on.
This is what you'll get. You'll get this on the live, but with more detail.
And Rashford and Lingard pulled up
Yeah.
randomly, and we went, yo Adam,
I love
and
the
it went
fact that
over,
they're like, yo, Adam.
and then it was Marcus was there as well.
Oh,
It's a bit. I shouldn't have touched that
Well, no,
after
he
that.
sort of took it away from him there. So what did you? So what?
No, that's it. They only get that.
Right, okay. Fair.
I'm like Dave Chappelle.
If you come to
Save
the
my
show,
stories.
you'll find out the rest what happened. It was a crazy night.
Yeah, it was.
Clayton M says,
We
anyone
got a corner out of that then.
I was offside anyway.
anyone fancy Tammy Abraham? Also Nathan. What's one piece of coaching you got that meant the most or improved you the most? That's a very good question from Clayton M. Thank you.
That's great. That is actually a great question. Let me have a quick think about that,
Okay,
mate.
while you're thinking
Bruno
about that,
Fernandes gone off for Ilanga.
while you're thinking about it, I'll ask Adam McCullough whether he would fancy or he does fancy Tammy Abraham.
No,
Nope.
never ever.
There was a time when I might have had him, but not now.
There was never a time I would have.
Yeah,
had
okay,
Tammy
fair
Abraham.
enough.
I've never really rated him, to be honest with you.
When
Not
he was
as a-
young, when he was young,
not
I
as a
thought
Not
he was
like a
alright.
Champions League striker.
Yeah, but now he's not.
Go on.
One more. Oh, let it run.
Should have let that run, yeah.
Over.
The next goal in the final Shakhtar Donetsk goal game, even, get my words out, is going to be crucial because it's on a bit of a knife edge there.
Shakhtar need to tighten up at the back.
They do, I think, yeah, you're right. They might go out here if they're not careful. It's currently 6-0 to Feyenoord, 7-1 on aggregate.
Now 7-0, Jay. Just another goal.
All right.
Just another goal.
Just another goal.
I want
Hey,
Feyenoord.
They've let the defence.
hey, I'm just going to pile some money on Shakhtar.
See,
to come
imagine
back.
getting beat 7-0.
Pathetic that. Never happened to United. That. Absolute shambles.
What
Fold
a
the
bunch
club.
of idiots.
Nathan,
One thing
have you thought of one piece of coaching advice that changed?
I can remember something. There was a point where, you know, when the ball used to... It just happened with Sancho, actually, and I just realised it. The ball came to him, and then he let it run and then went onto it. But what I used to do quite a lot was the ball would come up to me, and I'd control it, and then turn and carry on moving. And I remember Paul Joy was like, just let it run. Yeah. And then you can just keep the momentum of the ball and then run after it. So then it's just a little tiny thing.
Paul Jewell managed the
Wigan,
final
obviously.
against us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wigan.
2006.
Was he there
3-0,
then?
4-0.
4-0, wasn't it?
It was the first
When Cristiano was killing it.
Yeah.
Carling
I remember
the
when
first
everyone,
one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
team.
the first season when...
Oh, Sancho! Oh, Veggie, you got
Veggie,
that, man.
Are you laughing at? Hey.
Yeah.
Why didn't he get
We
a clean
can
shot?
laugh at him. You can. Hey, how many League Cups have you won with him? No.
That deserves a clean shot, though. A clean strike, surely, and he didn't clean strike it.
Producer Ethan finds that very funny. It's actually rattled me, that. Yeah, so that was Paul Jewell giving you a bit of a...
Yeah, I think the best coach was Gary Penrice, if you remember him from QPR days.
Yeah.
He was obviously very...
Well, he had a tash, didn't he?
But yeah. But he knew... Yeah, he did, yeah.
Black hair and a tash.
Yeah, guess who?
Yeah.
But yeah, he
Was he
was...
at Bristol Rose before that?
Yeah, that's where I started, and that's where he was a coach as
That's
well.
my ear of that, Macca.
Uh-oh. Wamby Sacks, don't mess
Yes!
about!
Right, so
The spider.
Gary Penrice was a coach at QPR.
He was a player as well, but he was a coach for me at Bristol Rovers, and I learned everything as a striker from him. He told me how to do everything, how to hold up the ball, how to move and be in the right position. He had me and Bobby Zamora staying back in training every day, like getting one defender, playing us the ball, me defending Bobby, and then Bobby defending me. And we were just working on, getting the right movement and getting on the side and controlling the ball on the outside of your foot and then laying it off. He was wicked. He was just great.
Did you see that video of Gareth Ainsworth the other day?
What happened?
At QPR.
No.
He's like done a speech and it seemed like a David Brent moment, and he's brought in like some guy that's doing like some hacker or something. But the players are all stood there like,
What? I need to have a look at that.
Like, have you ever seen like the manager tried to do something really bizarre and it's just like confused everyone?
Like the Brendan Rodgers with his 3 envelopes and all that. Remember that? And it didn't even
Fergie
What
was that?
Brendan Rodgers had 3
Fergie's told this story many times.
Yeah. So he had 3 envelopes. He's on the Liverpool documentary that Brendan Rodgers was part of. So he's got these 3 envelopes and he said he's got the squad there and he's gone, right, there's 3 names in these envelopes who are going to let you down this season.
What?
And he's put them in his. I'm going to put them in his box, and then like obviously some sort of motivational to on it. But I think Gerrard did an interview where he said we all knew that there was nothing in those envelopes. Like there's no way you don't want anyone's name.
Yeah, you're not going to put. You're
No,
never
but the
going to
reason
do
they
that.
all knew was because Fergie had told them.
All right, sorry.
Fergie had done that back in the day.
Right, back in like
And
1983.
and like there's a story of a player, like one of Fergie's players telling it.
Oh,
Megsies!
Oh, Sancho should have had a dig then.
Oh, no.
Deserved to have a little curler.
Go around the houses. Oh, you thinking you're playing that too?
Come on, man. We can get a couple of goals. Right, sorry. So I
Yeah,
knew I
he
didn't
just
realise that.
grabbed it off someone.
Right. I knew Fergie'd done it, but did you ever watch any of that documentary?
No.
It was actually hilarious.
I've seen the bit where he has a go at Sterling instead of like,
Yeah.
what?
He lays into Sterling. Right.
Because he goes, oh, shut up when I'm talking and something. And he's like,
Who's that?
Yeah,
Who says that? Brendan.
Rodgers
Rodgers,
with
yeah.
Sterling. There's a couple of times he has a go at him. Like, he's
tries to make a point out of Sterling. And
yeah. And it's funny when you're watching the team talks because at one point him and Gerrard are saying complete opposite things. He's saying like, keep holding the ball, and Gerrard's saying, if you get it, just get rid of it. Like literally at the same time. You're like, what is this advice? And who's in charge of it? Like it's crackers, honestly. It's really entertaining because he's just proper David Brendan Rodgers.
You forget that Sterling was at Liverpool to start off, isn't it? It's like so long ago now.
Yeah.
And he's still playing, still killing it.
Was he at QPR before Liverpool?
Was he?
He was a kid, yeah. I think he was a kid. I don't really think he played for the first team, but they got him I think they bought him for like $1 million or something from QPR's academy, basically. But he was always like, I remember at Liverpool, everyone thought he was going to go on and do bits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was touted, wasn't he?
There's a tweet of mine that So it was when early days of Twitter, and it was like me comparing Januzaj to Sterling and saying like,
I like
Sterling's
Januzaj,
a
man.
mug. Like we got Januzaj, we don't
Is
need
it still
him.
there?
Did you like him?
Still got the tweet. Should we have a look?
Tell me you liked
Let's
him.
not look for it. I love Januzaj.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Come on, it'll be funny.
One more.
We've all done. Me and you've done a few of them. No, I mean, the thing with Januzaj as well. After that, especially after the game against Sunderland, everyone was going big on it.
Oh, he was.
He had
on
like
it.
2 chances.
Oh, he was
I think
so
mine was
good.
before that. Though.
Right, well, that's. I mean, we've all done them ones.
He was balling out a lot of times, man. He looked good. I was like, why have we got rid of him? Why are we getting rid of him? He's playing well for us so many games. At that point, when we had a lot of players leave, I was like, I was looking to him to do everything at one point, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Yes, and Lindelof.
Delow's had a bit of a sticky patch, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's come back kind of like off the boil, isn't it?
People don't do things in halves, like in small measures, do they? Like last season, they were all. Well, not last season. At the start of the season, everyone was like, Delow's the greatest right back in the league and all that. And now it's like, he's useless. We need to calm down. You know what I mean?
It's like
that's what happened to Wan-Bissaka as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
Same.
But
thing.
everyone wanted him gone a few months ago.
Yeah.
And now he's like, he's got to start every game. Get rid of Delow.
It's got to have that reason.
Thing is with Ten Hag as well, like you can see, you can't give up with anyone with him really.
No.
You just like Wan-Bissaka a few months ago, everyone thought he was going to go in January, and he stays and he's playing really well. Do you know what I mean? And like, look at the sort of performances he gets out of players.
I always knew he was going to be able to come. If he got his chance, he was always going to come back in the side for me. And I said that at the time when everyone was saying what they're saying. And I was thinking, what, don't you remember him defending well? Like, I know, you know, and he wasn't that atrocious with the ball. He was exactly not. He's better crossing the ball this season, but like everything else, we were all like going so crazy when he was stopping everybody. Every player, you stop Salah or stop someone else or stumps. We're like, listen, he's one of the best in the world at 1-to-1, 1-on-1.
Good clearance.
There's that Lindelof there. Well done, lad.
Well done, Lindelof.
Lindelof came on for Martinez. Was it?
Yeah, sorry.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, this game is over.
No, you never want a Spanish team because they're always handy. Had some bad times against some informed Spanish teams over the years.
The final loss.
Bilbao.
Final, Villarreal, Sevilla.
Oh, God.
They're just destroying us all the time. Don't need another Spanish team.
Bilbao battered us, man. I remember that.
That was unreal. That
Marcelo Bielsa, Ander Herrera,
Oh my days.
Aika Munain.
Yeah.
That some team. We had. It was Pogba against Herrera in midfield. Fergie, man.
And everyone thought they're going to go on and win it, and they didn't. They got beaten in the semis.
Good ball. Who do you want next round then? Do you want an easy tie?
I wouldn't mind Juve, you know.
Yeah.
Juve, that's a glamour tie.
Not come out. It's a glamour tie, and it's like it should be easy.
Yeah.
Easy? Juve?
I know they've recovered well to the the points deduction or how that happened to them, but I do think we can get them. Or Roma.
Would you have him, the lad up front for him? Who's it? Dusan
Vlahovic. What, Vlahovic?
Yeah.
I'd rather Ivan Toney.
Cooled a little bit now.
Yeah, I'd rather Ivan Toney as well, to be fair.
If I don't get Kane or Osimhen, I want Ivan Toney.
Okay. That's your top three.
Tony might be ahead of Kane for me.
Really? So it's
really?
Osimhen, Tony, Kane.
You're messing.
I just said that out loud. It sounded mad. Sounded mad when I said it out loud.
No. He's not that young.
But I do really like Tony, is what I'm saying. I think he's class.
He's nothing on that. He's a decent player.
Oh, nice.
Go on,
Can we get a goal?
Why are you always looking for Val, bro?
Gosh, man.
It's embarrassing, man.
I think Sabitzer was making that point.
Oh, you got to score there.
Why are you looking for
Sabitzer
Val
did not look happy there.
Casemiro's still playing
on this pitch.
Are we serious?
What?
Right, it's happening. You know, we're gonna see when.
See Joe James John
like
has just said exactly the same words as you in the chat as you said him. He said, "Wait, Casemiro's on the pitch."
So who came off for Sabitzer?
Do not make any stupid fouls ever.
Martinez has come off, hasn't he?
Fred off?
Oh yeah,
Fred off. Why did Fred come off then?
Fred has to play Sunday, doesn't he?
Hey, just don't get the ball near him from now on.
Yeah, I don't think Casemiro's going to make one tackle, you know,
I think
in the
he's
next
gonna
12
jog
minutes.
around
But although that, to be fair, that was probably the plan against Palace, and then
he pulled him down, man. He
did
did a real foul.
Like 10 seconds before it happened as well, innit?
Yeah.
Was it Bruno lost it or didn't go in for the challenge?
Yeah, Bruno, by the throw-in.
Oh, come on.
Like he just half pulled out of a tackle.
It was like Casemiro's making a point to him, like, look what you made me do. I mean, I was so annoyed now because that cost us the Arsenal game. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
He sorted his feet out and still kicked it out. Like he had so much time to sort his feet out and he still managed to kick it out for a
You see the things that I look at and I just get mad.
Because he went, right, my feet are sorted out.
Yeah.
No.
And then let me hit that with my left foot.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Paul Smith says, the sport is fixed. You know it's going to be the Juve to help sell the tournament.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. That Barca and Juve in the
and Pogba
Europe.
coming back to play United.
Oh, don't.
I'm getting injured in the game as well.
The return of Paul Pogba and all that nonsense.
You know what? It'd probably be the only game he'd play and he'd ball out.
Yeah, I know. He's better
not
win it. No, that's to us.
Oh,
yes.
that's all right,
One more fruit. He's off.
Might be off, but
he's off.
Go and score it anyway. Make sure, lads.
Squared it.
Oh, he's offside. He's offside anyway, Elanga.
Oh, I was about to say
You got to make sure there, you know.
You got to play that to Elanga.
I know, especially when he's not scored for about
especially
a year.
if you've got, you know, if you think I'm offside anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But maybe he thought he was on it.
He just thought, I need a goal, man. I need a goal. Forget that. I ain't playing you.
That happens a lot to Elanga. I feel a little bit sorry for him. Noticed it when he comes on. He's had a few where he's just been like, loads of space and it's just a tapping. But people aren't just giving it him.
Oh, man.
10 minutes to go. Get involved in the chat. Let us know what you think of the game so far. I mean, it's almost done, isn't it, to be honest with you? The time's certainly done. Let's get to 1,000 likes as well. We're still only on 700. Come on, hit that like button. And if you've not done it already, make sure you are subscribing to the channel.
One of the things I was speaking to my son's coach, he plays at Withenshaw Armies, and he's...
oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he's like, you know what? When we were just about to play Liverpool, he's a Liverpool supporter. And he was like...
That's all you need.
Yeah, and he was like, I was like, we're going to beat you guys, blah, blah, blah. And I was like... And he was like, but Man United this season, I'm looking at all the stats, and he goes... It's not sustainable football. So next season they're not going to be doing as well as they're playing. I'm like, what do you mean? It's not sustainable. He's like, yeah, they're not really having as much as a ball as they should have. They're scoring goals where it's like it's just Rashford.
Yeah.
So on a normal season, other than this season, are they going to be able to produce that week year in year out?
It might be a good point because I think to a certain extent, Ten Hag's probably playing a style that he doesn't want to play.
Yeah, because he don't have the players.
Yeah. So I think once he gets an extra midfielder, I don't think people realise how much we've missed Christian Eriksen's control.
Big time.
And I think that automatically changes the way we play.
Yeah.
Having a number 9 automatically, if United had Eriksen and Martial for the whole season,
we'll be flying.
Like I think the style of play that we play is completely different to us with. Yeah. Casemiro and Fred and Weghorst in the team.
Yeah.
I think the style...
Totally right, yeah.
Is that...
Isn't that not foul?
That? I thought that was a blatant foul.
No way. So I think the style would change.
Yeah.
Like when I did the overlap with Gary Neville, he was like, I don't want United to go away from this football that we're playing at the moment. And I'm like...
Really?
Nah, I don't think the manager looks at it like that one bit. I think he looks at it and goes, I need to hold the ball better in midfield. My goalkeeper can hold the ball better at the back as well.
Yeah.
I think that's another area where we...
I think the goalkeepers could be a big thing for him.
You know how, like, when we took Maguire out and it's like, oh my God, look at that boy.
Yeah.
Because you can see...
When we take
that will do,
the manager out, not the manager out.
Wow.
The goalkeeper.
That's a bold statement.
When the manager takes the goalkeeper out.
Yeah. And that's no disrespect to him, but you can see the way we're trying to play out the back. It ain't working like that.
It ain't going to work.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a change for the goalkeeper. And
I like De Gea. I like De Gea, but when you look at the amount of times it's unforced errors with the feet, it is a bit too much, and we will never be able to play that kind of football. If he wants to go down that route, we won't be able to play that way. So we need to make some changes there.
Played Gary.
Done it again. Don't foul. Well done.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see next season as well. Like coming off the back of last season. He's coming to a team that was full of, had no confidence. Yeah. Players out of form. We lost about 8 players in the summer, didn't we? Cavani and Lingard and Pogba. All right, most of them,
he's played what
some
he
of
has
them
in it.
would have had.
He's played what he has. Simple man on. He's played what he's got and says, you know what, I can only play this way with these boys. And it's not like with these boys like they're nothing, but it's what are your strengths, right? We'll play to that this season. As soon as I get De Jong in, we don't need to play that no more. Yeah. We can pass the ball and keep it. We get a keeper in. All right, now we've got everybody at the back and the middle, pretty much. And now we need another striker.
I hate that, you know.
That's no.
It's one of my most annoying things about players, you know. And I find McTominay and Maguire do it the most as well. Like, you know when there's a headed clearance?
Yeah.
But there's a pass on.
Shocking.
But they don't care about the pass. They just care about making a clearance and like making it look as... Bro, does a header just... little cushion, keep it alive, man. Don't have to be all...
blood and thunder. That's what everyone loves, isn't it? Hey.
No.
Flying into things and smashing things.
Where do you see Sancho playing best for United? And what do you think is his strengths? Because when I'm watching him now, every time he gets in them areas, I'm not seeing much happening.
That's a foul.
I've been annoyed at
how is that
the fact that at the start of the season we saw him and Delo building something.
Yeah.
And we've never ever gone back to that.
Yeah.
Obviously we signed Anthony, which probably hasn't helped him. And he's been in and out of the team. So I'd like to think he can be an option off the right, an alternative to Anthony.
Yeah.
And then you have two players that could possibly get 5 to 10 goals a season. And all that from a wide area.
Cola being one of them.
Look, because Anthony's close to 10 already.
He's
had a poor season.
Yeah.
He scored like 3 in his first 3 games, didn't he?
And I think Jadon's got about 4 or 5 and he's hardly kicked the ball this season. So there's no reason why they can't be double goal scoring, contributing players. If you have 2 of them from the right, you're laughing.
Yeah, I was saying if you have a Martial who was fit this season, with the way they were playing pre-season, the kind of interchanging they were doing, it's so much fluidity that the teams can't defend that.
Yeah,
and then it opens up the ability for all 3 of them to play at their best.
And Sancho and Martial
Pop and moves.
Hold the ball.
Yeah.
They don't like Rashford takes a lot more risks, I think, and you can allow that in your team. But those two control the ball a little bit more. They bring others into play, and therefore you keep in possession more. So it's not as backwards and forwards and basketball-y, like you retain possession more. It's same with Fred. Imagine you have a Frankie De Jong instead of a Fred.
Yeah, the ball we keep the ball much more.
You're not giving that turnovers all the time.
Yeah. And he wins it and then turns it over. Then wins it and turns it over. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly with him.
Sohail Das says Cavani would have fit into Ten Hag's side.
So lovely. Up front. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The finishing he's got, his heading is unbelievable. His work rate was unbelievable. Link up play is sick.
It's mad really, because you Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Let's remember here. Remember when Oli knocked PSG out?
Yeah.
What also happened that very week was Ten Hag knocked Real Madrid out.
Yeah.
Remember?
Ajax.
And got to the semi-finals and all that.
Yeah.
So we should have gone from, boom, even though Ollie's distracting us with what he's doing, let's go and appoint this manager now for the end of the season. Yeah. And that should have, Ten Hag's there screaming at you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know it was Poch against Ten Hag. And I like both of them, go for both of them. But at that point, you could have brought the Ten Hag thing in a lot earlier and started doing that. Then you don't waste that year with Rangnick and that extra time.
I feel like I understand what you're saying.
With Solskjaer and that.
Certainly in hindsight, definitely was the right move. I just feel like at the time, Ollie had done enough to keep his job.
Nah, he never though, because I remember saying it.
Yeah, I know you're saying it, but you're talking about a manager who's getting you 3rd and 2nd.
Yeah.
No, but but I'm not. I'm going back to PSG. That's where I'm going back.
Sorry.
That's why I started off saying.
The caretaker.
Yeah, he was still caretaker manager then. That's why I gone back to that.
Okay.
When we knocked out PSG with him as caretaker, Ten Hag was doing bits.
You know what annoyed me about that as well? With the whole caretaker and he lost to Wolves and got knocked out of the FA Cup. He lost to Arsenal. We went out of top 4. We never got back in it that season. And then they appointed him permanent manager. Like when the wheels had started to come off.
Yeah.
And it was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I could understand it. If they'd done it after Paris, you think, okay, we're on a high, everyone's giddy.
Everyone stopped.
But then to lose those 2 games.
Did you see that? Casemiro picked up the ball in the middle of the park. Yeah. Betis players looked at him and kind of stopped.
What you do? I hear that. That makes sense because the way we went about appointing permanent manager made no sense to me. And then also, we went on that run then as well, didn't we? Where we lost 10 of the next 12 games. Remember? The run that he had, that great run, he had the opposite for the second half of the season. when we were losing to like Cardiff at home.
Yeah, he didn't have no style of play whatsoever. And when you heard it in his press conferences, he never really had any kind of tactics in him at all. And you needed to have someone come with him and go, listen. And Ollie should have said to someone, listen, go take the team, please. Go just sort them out. I'll bring the players in, you sort them out.
It's like the whole Lampard thing, innit? You know, once you get that opportunity, them man are never saying no. It's their dream job, innit? Yeah. It's like, if you say, but you know what I'm surprised at with Ollie? I say that to say this, I'm surprised he hasn't been offered more opportunity. I mean, ultimately, he did third and second, and, you know, some good cup runs. He didn't do too badly for a manager. He's just not a Man United manager.
You know, like, certain games, like, at the Etihad suited him as well. Do you know what I mean?
No tactics.
Like
no tactics.
The counter-attacking thing was the only thing we had going at them at that time, wasn't it? And it played into City. It played into hands in City.
Yeah, it was a morale thing. I think he was a morale coach.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, listen, guys, you're not playing well. Play better, please. That's it. Yeah. Not how to play better. We're going to do this.
7-1.
So it's still all to play for.
Back in it. 8-2. Arsenal fans must love that scoreline.
I'd hate to be...
you know what, the other day? The cheeky git.
Money.
Arsenal were moving like they beat us 7-0.
Do you know what annoyed me about that, right? Is the amount of people and fans of teams that supposedly hate Liverpool who was celebrating that like it was their result.
And also, like
City fans were celebrating... They hate Liverpool, apparently. They're the new rivals and all that.
And Liverpool beating us 7-0 doesn't take away the 8-2 and 6-1 that Arsenal got served up. The punks.
Like, if Liverpool had beat City 7-0, I wouldn't be buzzing. Do you know what I mean?
I'd be buzzing. I'd be buzzing.
I'd be like,
I'd be buzzing still. You would.
If any of them lose, I'd be buzzing.
Nah, I don't know, you know.
We would.
Liverpool. It feels a bit dirty celebrating Liverpool.
Nah, we would.
Do you know what I mean? Probably.
If Arsenal got beat 7-0 by City, you'd rub that in as well. We would. All football fans are hypocrites, isn't it?
I know. Like, it was alright when Villa like that was funny. Like, you see what? Like,
people act like that never happened as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just that's a one-off. It's never gonna happen ever again.
You know why that was mess up though? Because we lost 6-1 in the same day, didn't we?
Was that the Spurs one?
That annoyed me because I was live getting that ass handed to me by Spurs. We finished and Liverpool got battered 7-2. I would have rather done that. You know what I mean? And it was weird as the goals went in. It made me
on a watch along and that. Because Martial got sent off as
well. Now, my worst moment on a watch along is 3-3 against Everton.
Oh, mate, do you remember we did a watch along, Dave? Me, Macca, and Joe. And when Calvert-Lewin scored in the last minute, right, for the final whistle for the next 3 minutes, just silence. We just sat here like none of us spoke. Like, because you knew, right? You know, like you get a result that is it now. Yeah. We're not winning the league. That was the one where you go, that's it. Yeah. There's no way we're coming back from this.
I imagine that's how I would have felt watching 4-4 Everton as well, if we did that on YouTube. Remember that?
Do you know what? That was horrible. The only thing with that is because I was deluded, thought we'll do them. Yeah.
They're 1-1-0 with Company, right?
Yeah. I honestly thought, we'll go there and we'll do them. Do you know what I mean? And we just didn't turn up. It was horrible. That was all. Everything about that last week of that season, last few weeks of that season was horrible. But yeah, the watch along for the Everton game was shocking.
That's the worst I've felt.
Who's the man of the match today? I can't even think of anyone.
That's a good question.
I can't think of anyone.
I should have been asking. Who's the man of the match? Get in the comments and chat.
I'd say Casemiro.
Yeah?
Casemiro
played 90 minutes.
I don't remember seeing him.
Oh, Elanga, some days you're going to pass the ball, please.
Score. Oh
my God.
Look at Weghorst.
Yeah, but Elanga, you do that in Instagram. Why don't you do it there?
Elanga's not good enough, is he?
No.
I feel for the kid because I feel like last season we just ruined him, but he's probably not the level.
No, he has got Everton written all over him.
He has,
Everton.
He has.
I don't think he'll get in Everton.
Stinks at Everton.
Wow.
No, he can't get in Everton. Who is he going to get in front
of him? Yeah.
Wait a minute, they ain't got them players anymore.
They got
Calvert-Lewin's obviously ahead of him.
Damari Gray,
all day ahead of him. All day ahead of him. Yeah, he's not getting in.
James Garner don't get in Everton.
And he don't get in over Iwobi either.
He's not barely kicked a ball for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he was injured for a bit, but then he's been like on the bench, or I think he's played 6 times from the Premier League, all off the bench, and like as you know, his average minutes has been like 10 minutes.
Wow.
I remember when everyone was losing their minds when we sold him to him for 10 million. Like, we can't believe we got your pants pulled down there.
It's over.
That's it.
There we go.
Stick around. We'll automatically redirect for the review. That'll be. Are you doing a review? That'll be me and Adam McCullough. Nate, thanks for joining us as always, man. Where can people find you? Have you got his
Dukes United show? Yeah, that's where I'm at.
We'll put a link in the description. We'll also have reaction from Andy Tate and Stephen Howson as well. So make sure, go and check out Nathan's channel. You know where to find Adam McCullough. Go and check out his channel and check out the club as well. And make sure you are subscribing. Stretford, Paddock, Manchester United, breezing through in the end. 1-0 on the night. 6-1 on aggregate? Almost, no, 5-1. 5-1. Got the score then. 5-1, that's how easy it was. Marcus Rashford with an absolute worldie. It's all good, and we'll find out who we're going to get tomorrow. And we'll also have a live draw tomorrow, so make sure you check it out. And thanks for watching.
Love you, bye.